Hello and welcome to the Equestria Daily Community Podcast. We are on number 16 right now, and today we're going to be talking about the Cutie Crusaders. We've got with us today Hithroc and Bunker, Squirrel. They have both been on once before, and they're going to be talking about small ponies.
I still can't believe you didn't read out Hith's full name right now.
https://trixie.horse.
I think that's actually just a normal colon, but yes,
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I always called that semicolon. Just because
you got it. It's
yeah.
all right.
I gave them the wrong.
You gave them the wrong
I gave them
link.
the
It's
wrong
not even free
the wrong
advertising.
address. They're gonna type in a semicolon and wonder where the hell they've ended up, which is probably an error of some kind.
Nope. No more product placement, sorry.
Oh,
So as always, we'll start off with the introductions. Spone, do you want to wait? First, do you even remember the introduction questions? Do you always remember? You always forget the
Secondary
second step.
introduction questions? Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember the secondary ones.
Okay, all right. So I'll start off. Hith, I'm gonna take you on. Are you ready to be introduced?
maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Or more like maybe.
Maybe the Trixie amount, of course. So, first questions first. Who is your favorite main six?
I don't have a favorite main six.
That's a terrible answer.
That's
I-
just
How do you not have a
Terrible.
favorite main six?
They're all too good to choose one.
he likes them all.
I mean, isn't that what like Spirit answers or something? Just
Yeah, it also sounds like
disappointment.
Spirit.
Okay, so who's actually your favorite main six?
I already told you I don't have a favorite. I can tell you all about my favorite pony though, if you want to
No.
talk about that.
His favorite of the main six is Trixie. There we go.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you- That's I'm glad we sorted that one out. What about your least favorite main six? I wonder what this is going to be.
Also Trixie.
No, she's definitely not the least favorite main six.
It's probably Rainbow Dash or Applejack, right?
No, it's neither of them.
If it's not
Okay,
Rainbow
they're
Dash.
all the best and they're all the worst.
All right, Rainbow Dash is his least favorite. Got it.
Yeah, so Trixie's his favorite and Rainbow Dash is his least favorite. That makes sense. All right, yeah, some decent responses there. I'm glad we asked you through with those ones. We usually ask you what your favorite secondary character is, but that you're just gonna say Trixie, and I don't want to give you the opportunity to state that. So we're just gonna move on to your favorite background character.
Minuet.
Minuet?
She's the best. She's
You
the
mean
second.
Colgate?
Oh,
No, she's Minuet.
I agree, she's Minuet, but still. There
so
was a joke there.
that's a decent response, to be honest. That's the one decent answer he gave.
The one decent answer.
Okay, who's your favorite secondary character, Hith? Can you surprise us all with this one?
He just asked him.
I didn't. I
Oh,
skipped
you want
over
a
it.
surprise?
Yeah.
Secondary?
Yeah, Trixie.
Oh.
Do you feel surprised yet?
Yeah, I am. Let me. Whilst I'm picking up my jaw from the floor, Spone, can you talk to Bunker, please?
I don't know. I could talk
Hello.
to Bunker. Hi, Bunker.
You could talk to me. Hello, how are you?
So, what are you doing around these parts?
I'm here to talk about ponies.
Which ones? More specifically,
Cutie.
your
Uh,
favorite main six.
Oh man. Favorite main six probably is Twilight. She is my spirit animal, you know?
That's a good choice. Purple Horse is a good choice.
Purple horse is best horse.
I mean, debatable, but still a good choice. Which is the least favorite of the six main ones?
Uh I probably Rainbow Dash, just because
Oh,
she's
yes.
been kind of an ass in the last few episodes she's been
Oh,
centered
you're
on.
doing good. So far, you're
She's
like
doing
2 for
good.
2.
This is going well. This is going well.
Your favorite your second favorite secondary character.
You got there in the end.
I was trying to find out what the fucking
Oh
question
god,
was. 'cause, like,
favorite
it's such a weird
secondary
question.
character Starlight Glimmer, without a doubt.
Is she even secondary at this point?
We can call it that.
Um Okay, well, yeah, okay, she's technically a main seven. So, she's my favorite of the main seven. Favorite secondary is probably Thorax.
That's decent.
Fucking
I like that one. I like that's a good
gay bug
that's a
horse.
response.
I
Yeah.
fucking
That's
love
a
his
good choice.
voice. It's glorious.
I like his voice. His design is it always scares me a little bit,
Spirit, can
but
you
it's
do
not
me
a
a
bad
favor
choice.
and do the head bobbing gif, but all four of them in the different directions, please, in voice. That would be much appreciated if
Oh
you can go
no.
through that.
All right, Bunker. What is your favorite background horse?
Favorite background horse, Lyra.
Good
Definitely
choice.
Lyra.
Quality choice. You can stay.
Thank you very much.
I think that was all of them, unless I'm missing any.
Nope,
NG.
I think that's
No,
it.
that's it. You're free to fire away with the most exciting part of every podcast, the podcast specific questions.
Questions with like a with an S, as in multiple, as
Uh,
in I have one question.
no, just question,
Okay,
because you only made one. You lazy piece of shit.
we only need one. One is all you need.
Yeah.
So, Hith, which of the Cutie Mark Crusaders is your favorite? And please do not answer with all of them.
No, this time is definitely Sweetie Belle.
That's a good answer. That's the right answer.
Sweetie Belle is the best Cutie Mark Crusader ever, and she's almost the best pony.
Fuck.
How about that?
Hang on, NG. All right, you know what, Bunker? You have to go in 45 minutes. We will keep going, and then when you have to go, and we'll just kill you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but
Acceptable.
let's make best of the time we got.
All right,
Right?
we'll get your main points out of the way. Bunker, which one is your
Cool.
favorite? Sweetie Belle is Hithroc's favorite. Great choice.
Okay, Sweetie Belle is also my favorite, and I'm not saying that just because Hithroc said it. Like, I love her voice, I love her character, I love how she's changed over the seasons. She's just an all-around great character.
Just all around good choices from our guests this time. NG, I think we have good ones this time.
Yeah. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
My favorite Sweetie Belle.
That is an amazing answer, Spone.
What is your favorite, NG?
My favorite is Sweetie Belle. I am glad.
Oh man.
Wow, very original choice, NG.
We know how to pick 'em, don't we?
Just trying to fit in with
Yeah.
everyone else, NG. Wow.
Just for clarification, does anyone in chat
I mean,
not have Sweetie Belle as a favorite pony?
yeah, we need somebody to disagree with us so we have something to actually discuss.
I don't. Algernon said no. Okay, who's your favorite Mark Crusader then?
Algernon's favorite is Applebloom.
Is it? That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Is that why he wants to be on the Applejack podcast?
Probably, well, partially maybe.
All right, fair enough. I can. Sure, we'll roll. Yeah.
Is
She's
the
the second
answer.
best.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, Scootaloo can be agreed at just being the worst because she doesn't do anything. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we could
But
talk about
first,
that.
we should probably start with Sweetie Belle because everybody likes Sweetie Belle.
All right, so how do we start
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how great Sweetie Belle is? That's the real question.
Well, I don't know. Fucking, we'll ask Bunker. Bunker, what do you like about Sweetie Belle, even though you kind of already told us?
Well, I really like Sweetie Belle in that she's very kind, caring, and has a wonderful voice. I really like her voice acting.
Oh,
Did
The
you
way
like
her
her
voice
voice
just cracks a
acting?
little bit every once in a while.
Did you like
And
it earlier in the season when it like cracked more and it was like slightly higher pitched?
no, I like that. I like that. But I also really like that over the years, it's happening less and less, which I think is really neat because it's kind of like dovetailing with her growth as a character because she's maturing.
It's like voice
She's
actors
growing
grow up.
into a mare. I think that's pretty neat
Growing
that they're
into
doing that.
a Don't ever use that phrase again, please.
that wasn't that bad, was it?
It's such an uncomfortable phrase.
Okay, see, now you just made it uncomfortable. All right.
Yeah, you did.
That's on you,
did.
Spone.
You really
I'm
did.
scared.
It is good though
I'm
how
sorry.
like the voice actors sort of like grow up with the show though, so you kind of get like you kind of get the feel that they're growing up because they literally are.
They literally are growing up. It's crazy.
I know it's weird how that happens.
All right. How about you, Hith? What kind of things do you enjoy about the tiny unicorn?
Well, you said it yourself. She's a unicorn. That's the first thing. I
Okay,
really
well,
like unicorns.
He's
But
racist.
he's got it.
yeah, I
They
am.
say.
I am. I will not deny that. But yeah, I really like her character, and that like she has her flaws. She can be like she can be very adorable sometimes, but she can be sneaky as well. And like in that episode where she ruined the Rarity's dress and things like that. I really like
Fair enough.
her. Like as a character.
As a character, understandable. You don't have to. You didn't need to elaborate, but we understand.
Hith sent me a really cool gift the other day of Sweetie Belle first learning levitation to try and steal the keys
Is that when
Uh,
she first
to
learned
let out.
levitation?
Yeah,
No,
it
but
wasn't her the first time, but it's
Now she tried levitation before, and then Twilight was teaching her levitation. She was like fucking spinning or not spinning, but like moving a fucking broom around.
it's a cute gift. Do you still have it, Hith? Can you post it in voice?
it wasn't a GIF, it was a video.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, that's just fully disappointing. Okay, well, carry on. I thought it was a gift. This would, yeah,
The more images and gifs you mention, the more you have to edit. By the way.
yeah, I know. It really isn't too
I
bad. I
know.
say it isn't too bad, and then I get to it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do this?
Why?
But right now, when I don't have to do it, it's fine.
Well, understandable. NG, would you agree that Sweetie Belle is probably the more uh, careful of the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
Um, define careful.
The one who isn't just jumping in and doing things. She's usually the one to think things through and maybe be a little bit more careful and slow about
She
things.
is probably the most intelligent of the three, I'd say.
Oh, good. That's good. That's pretty much what I'm getting at, but I didn't want to say intelligent because then it would be calling the other one stupid.
Um, but there was also that rule way back in season one when the show wasn't, let's just say, as good as it was today. The hush now, quiet now thing, where it's just like, oh, we're gonna sleep. Oh, you know the words too. Go ahead and sing. Then she just fucking slams on the tunes, wake up all the animals.
They didn't want to sleep.
Yeah.
They wanted to be awake and
But
sing.
the bit that annoyed me, which yeah, it was a little bit funny when they just go outside and all the animals are stirring, and then she's just like, "Huh, I wonder what happened." And then the other two just look at her like she's a retard, and
Yeah,
she is.
sometimes she's a little slow, but like surprisingly for her being slow, she's still smarter than.
Which might
Some
say
of the
more about
others.
the other two, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Speaking of her singing, does she have any specific songs that are only hers, or is it usually the Cutie Mark, like Crusader songs?
No, they always sing together, I think. But they are good songs. They are good songs. The Cutie Mark
They
Crusader
are good
songs
songs.
are probably some of my favorite of the show.
You're the song guy. Which songs are there?
Which songs are there? Oh, Hith, help me out here. You're also a
see.
song guy.
So, Our Strongest Horses, The Perfect Stallion, Will Make Our Mark, and all the reprises and like everything from that episode, really.
Yeah. Babseed
Oh yeah,
Yep.
there's Babsy.
and the season 8 one. What's that called? It's like Your Heart is in
It's
Two
the Surf
Places.
and- Yeah,
That's it.
there's that one from like Surf and Turf as well. Yeah.
Or they just randomly changed Scootaloo's voice, and it sounds like even worse.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
They did?
They did. Everyone's what?
Really?
Scootaloo had a voice.
Scootaloo had a voice.
I
But
forgot
Sweetie
all
Belle
her
in that
speaking
song,
roles.
Sweetie Belle was amazing in that song, and she has a really good line that I forgot, but
Really good line. I don't know what it is, but it's good.
it's
I
when she's
promise.
describing harmonizing heights, like the sub. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
say anything.
got it.
Carry on the conversation.
Good. So yeah, Sweetie Belle, good at singing. I don't think that's really a reason that I like her that much, but I do like her voice.
It is a reason to like her. She always brings the best voice to all the songs, and that's a reason to like her. And like she's
Wow. I would
canon
say
a
it's the
good
reason that
singer,
I like her.
isn't it? Like
Yeah, no, it's canon that she's a good singer. Like they even talk about it, like fucking I forget which episode, but they talk about it where it's like, oh, hey, you're good at that.
She was also teaching Applebloom.
Yes. Also that.
and it's on her cutie mark, isn't it? She's got a little note on her cutie mark.
He has a little note on top of the shield.
Yes, which
On
somehow
top of a
represents
star.
on top of a. Oh, the notes on the stars on the shield.
Yep.
Of a French flag.
On a French flag. Yep.
I
That
still
is the entirety of her cutie mark.
I still don't know how that cutie mark is a reference at all to them being good at helping other people find their cutie marks. But
Obviously, shields are used to help people find their cutie marks.
Protect them from the wrong way.
Protect them from the wrong way.
What would you recommend then as a cutie mark that represents helping people?
you're not
A
supposed to.
giant-
You're not the one asking questions here, Bunker. All right? We're the hosts. You don't throw these things at me, okay?
You don't know, do you?
You don't know. Look,
This is
he's allowed to be upset about things without having like good alternatives.
yeah.
I don't like it when we burn coal. Oh yeah, well, what else are you gonna use, huh? We got a lot of coal. Well, fuck, I don't know. Guess we're gonna use coal, and that's how the fucking technology energy revolution. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
This is
Understandable.
why you're
I
not in
gotta
charge,
say.
Bunker.
I mean, I'm not on the show's design stuff. I'm telling
You could
them
always
to do a
burn
better
wood.
job. Like
We
90%
need
of bronies.
innovation.
Also,
Yeah.
is 99 buckets of oat technically a Sweetie Belle solo song?
Yes, yes it
It's
is.
technically
yes, it
a
is.
song.
That's the best one. That's really the best one. 99 buckets of oats on the wall. If you don't know
No.
what that song is, I will put a link in the description because you really should know
More
what it is.
links. Yeah, you're gonna put just a ton of links and images. I really hope you're having fun.
I will be. That's easy. You just dump it at the bottom of the description. Just like here's a
Yeah,
YouTube
but you have to
video.
remember to
guys.
grab them all when you're listening through.
Yeah, but that's because I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Trust me.
In
I
the
will be
future,
fine.
if anybody watches this on YouTube and they manage to find like you mentioning putting a link and it's not there, I want them to give you shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. I can take on that challenge. I can take on that
Talk
challenge.
to the future people, let them know.
Talk to the future people. Let them know. And also, like, my future self can curse at me for doing this.
Yes. So, Sweetie Belle is also like, are already artistic with like singing, but she also has slightly picked up some of her sister's talents as well.
Yeah. They all kind
Kind
of
of.
have, haven't they? All
A
three of
little
them.
bit.
But
Like, she's okay at making things. Like she made the capes. You remember when she made those capes with gold glitter that pissed off Rarity?
yeah, they weren't very good capes though.
They were all right.
Yeah, I think they were good.
They were like, it was. Well, if you guys
They were-
think so, then
They were
sure.
fairly quality. I'd like to see you make one better.
I don't have a sewing machine, or a needle,
Exactly.
or thread, or fabric.
Exactly.
Excuses.
I'll
Okay, if I give you some, will you do it?
Excuses.
Yes, yes, I will.
Yes.
Just, I don't know what for, but I will. I will. I will make a Cutie Mark Crusader cape better than Sweetie Belle did when she was like 8 or something. Equivalent ages is really
She
weird for
was
the
like
show.
8.
I don't know how they work. I don't know how old they were. I don't know how old they are now.
Don't forget the fucking gold glitter that you have to just smash all over the underside of it.
No, I said I'm gonna make it better, which means that won't be part of it.
That has to be there.
I'm
It's a
not.
staple.
I'm not pissing off
requirement.
my older sister.
You have an older sister?
No, but I'm still not doing it.
Exactly.
Make it and take a
Um,
picture of yourself wearing it and post it here. If I ever make it, I will.
Hurry, make it, and then when you post the podcast, you can
I'm not gonna
yeah,
make
link,
it. Well,
link to that
Hith,
as well.
Hith has to send me materials and tools. Which
Oh,
Just like wait a week or two and then pull something from Shutterstock and say, I made
I
this.
did this.
This
I
is
made
me.
this. You made this. I made this.
I made this.
they won't know any better, would they? I could have
Nope.
many years of experience. You know, I've been sewing since I was a kid. I like make something every week to keep my skills sharp, and I try and improve upon them. I've like created my entire wardrobe. It's really good stuff. So when I produce the most exquisite piece that you've ever seen, just don't be surprised. Yeah.
I'm really expecting you to like link an image, and it's just gonna have like the Shutterstock fucking like watermark right on the middle of it, and you're like, yeah, this is mine. I
in
made
nutshell.
this. Zoom in, it says Google like 2017 right on it. It's like, yeah, I did this.
Yep, there you go. Because I'm so quick, I've already made it. So this is me
Look,
wearing it.
I went for a walk today, guys. Look at my location. I made this.
I hope you like my. I hope you like my skills.
Put a fucking like, watermark still
Oh,
on it and
hey,
everything.
yo, speaking of dresses, I made this dress this morning. Yeah, I
That's
just woke
really
up,
impressive.
threw that together. Yeah,
That's
uh,
it was really difficult. Actually, no, it was really easy because I'm good at this.
yeah. So Sweetie Belle's not the greatest at making things, but she tries and she likes crocheting as well. It's something that was brought up in an episode. She likes it even though she's not good at it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're obviously good at very specific things, but they always try to branch off. I'm talking about the CMC in general. They always try to branch off and try different things.
Yeah, that's good. Like they're always trying. They have like a whole list on the wiki talking about like everything they tried, and it's very long. But if you take out half of it due to the comics that don't matter, then it's not as long.
The comics do
Right.
matter. I haven't read them, but they
No,
do matter.
comics don't matter. Hey, you want to know something that Sweetie Belle isn't good at though?
What?
Can you remember, NG?
Like everything?
Okay,
She's
well,
not good at a lot of things.
yeah, but like, what is the one thing that she's shown as being like just god awful at?
Well, Alga just said she burnt orange juice.
Yeah, she's fucking terrible at cooking. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, she's awful. I like
She
how parents don't care. They're just like, we'll support you because we never do, and we just dump you on Rarity all the time. But for this
Parents don't
episode,
care. Parents aren't there. She's there for like half a fucking minute maybe, and then gone.
and they were very supportive for her cooking. That's like all they did.
Very
That's their
supportive.
that's their only appearance in 8 seasons. They were just very supportive of Sweetie Belle's cooking.
Were they?
I'm pretty sure they were.
I don't think they were.
They
Well, it's
were
easy to be supportive of someone if you only have to be in contact with them for like 5 minutes, but Rarity had to deal with her cooking for days.
Rarity's like, stop, please. You're burning down the house.
yeah. I wonder how many times Rarity almost died.
A
Sweetie
lot,
Belle, let's be
probably.
real, darling. Your cooking sucks.
Yeah,
That was
Sorry,
accurate. That was a very, you tried.
I won't do that again. I'm sorry.
it was. I give that like a 4 out of 10. Like I could tell you're trying to do Rarity, and with a decent chunk of improvement, maybe you'll be somewhere eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Was that because you said
Probably
darling?
not.
Yeah, darling, like rose that by 2 points.
Yeah, you got the darling in there, so. It's pretty accurate.
I do like how they always try, and even like after they got their cutie marks, there was that episode where they just all wanted to do separate things, and I forgot who was it. Applebloom, who was the one just like, oh, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
'cause
lost all purpose in life now that I have my cutie mark. What do I do?
Rumble was right all along, but like she was trying to find something else she was good at, and then everyone else comes back, like Scootaloo and Sweet Belle come back to the clubhouse, and they're just like, "Oh my god, I had so much fun! Oh, what did you do?" And it's like, "Oh, I made this like absolute trash." And she was worrying about being too good, but it doesn't matter if you're good at something, as long as you have fun. It's a good message. And
It's a great message.
a
And like
message.
Yakety Sax tried to do that, but then Yakety Sax also, it's just bad.
It wasn't terrible.
It was not great.
Yeah, right. Go on.
It's got a little bit in it. It's like a 4 out of 10. Not completely shit, but like not great.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. I can't argue with that. It's hard because it's Pinkie Pie, but it also wasn't too good. Don't know what Wiki.
It was
Wiki
bad, Pinkie
said
Pie.
that.
It was.
I feel like I feel like it would have been a great episode if the ending was handled a little better.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's just say the CMC did it better. Congratulations.
Yes.
Good job, CMC. You did something better.
1 point to the CMC.
It's okay if you're not good at it, as long as you do good. Like half the people I play Rainbow Six with.
Speaking of things she's not that great at, her levitation and magic abilities like aren't really used very much.
She's learning.
She is learning, and I like that. But like, do we think that it would be interesting if she did develop some sort of like magic to specifically help with, like helping people? I guess.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see how would that even look like.
Maybe she can like read minds or something.
What?
Whoa, holy shit.
Just comes in like, what do you don't know what you want to do? Let me just read your mind. You really like this. Maybe you should try doing that.
It's actually
Cut out the
quite
middleman.
good how they handle it sometimes. Like when they get I forgot which episodes did they actually help people find cutie marks in? They have had a few, haven't they?
Well, the one that we just discussed with Tender Taps.
Oh, did he need his cutie
Uh,
mark? I thought he already had it.
he was helping with the dancing stuff. That's still helping.
Okay.
Like they help people understand their cutie mark as well, more so than just like
Yeah, the Diamond Tiara episode, or also
Also,
Gabby episode.
yeah, they helped Gabby. They also helped Troubleshoes.
There was that concerning cutie mark as well. With the skull and bones. They're just like,
Yeah.
is my daughter trying to be a pirate? Or like kill her?
NG.
Trying to kill people and bury them.
Yeah. Killing people and burying them without anyone finding out, it's a very good talent.
It's a great talent, especially in Equestria where people don't die.
Well, you die unless you're, say that to Oichi's parents. Oh.
Oh, they're not dead. They're trees. Fluttershy's jealous.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Sweetie Belle, all around good character, quality, not dumb, does good things and is adorable.
Yes, I do like her.
Yes, she's very adorable.
Everything's adorable. There you go.
I also
NG.
like, I see it's a point there. I really like, her potion brewing with Sakura. I really like all their interactions
You
with
are
that.
completely incorrect. I don't remember her doing potion brewing. That's
Twilight,
Applebloom.
Twilight. You know I meant Twilight. Wait. Oh, this is
That's
Applebloom.
That's Applebloom, you dumbass.
Yeah, okay. I read down too
NG.
far. I swear.
You're doing good,
No,
NG.
yeah, never mind. All right, carry on.
No, you got it perfectly. Hey,
I
speaking of Applebloom, yeah, maybe we should talk about Applebloom.
oh, yeah, okay.
Maybe?
yeah, maybe okay. So,
I had Applebloom in my head, and I just said Sweetie Belle for some reason. All right.
No, I mean, if
We
you
all
got
make
Applebloom in
mistakes.
your
This is
head-
number 16. We're far down the line. I'm allowed to do things. All right.
Look, NG, if you got Applebloom in your head, what do you like about Applebloom?
I like how she's a better Applejack.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean,
I won't
No,
argue with you there.
but sure. If that's all you have to say, we'll just move on to Bunker, who might have a better opinion.
Yeah, that's
Bunker, why
fine.
do you like Applebloom?
She's a better Applejack.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to cancel the podcast now.
What
We'll have
about
to shut it down.
what about
Hith,
you?
yeah.
Hith? What do you like
Hith,
about
why
her?
do you like Applebloom?
Try not to be racist.
Oh, like if I were racist, I would say I don't like Applebloom because she's not a unicorn. But I do like Applebloom.
But why?
I know, I just like her in general. Like, she's very adorable.
Hey, all right. That's
Yeah.
better than saying she's a better Applejack.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying
you-
that now.
You're NG. You're just getting Alger really pumped for next podcast where he will beat the shit out of you.
That's good. You know, we get a bit of rivalries, and makes it interesting. Come tune in next week, guys, to hear Algernon swear at me profusely.
It's Algernon, not Algernon.
Algernon.
It's Algernon.
Algernon.
I'm telling you, it's Algernon.
Al.
Whoa,
I
hey, you
promise.
got a super fan, NG.
I'll call him Al. That's
Call him Al.
Wow.
So yeah, Applebloom. I like Applebloom. In fact, I like all of the CMC to an extent, except for the next one. But we'll talk about Chicken next.
Chicken's still good.
Applebloom-
Chicken's still good. But
Look,
yeah,
we're
that's
talking
fine. We'll
about
talk about it
chicken.
next.
We're not
We'll talk
talking
about it
about
next.
chicken
Yeah,
right now.
all right,
We're
all
talking
right,
about
go on,
chicken
go on.
next. Applebloom actually has, in my opinion, the best episodes. Like I like Sweetie Belle the most as a character, but Applebloom has like the best episodes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like out of the Cutie Mark Crusaders, anyways. Like when Applebloom has them, it's like it's always about her being like either independent or brave or trying to figure out some new thing, and it's enjoyable.
She is pretty sensible actually. Like in the
She's fairly sensible, but sometimes she does stuff where it's like you probably shouldn't do it. That's risky, and it's like I'm doing it. I'm independent. It's like okay,
what are you thinking of?
what? Oh, I'm thinking of the one episode with like the pie delivery when they're like You know, Applebloom's like, I'm gonna deliver these pies and show that I don't need my sister's protection, and then she almost gets killed by the weird
I mean,
snake, goat, lion thing.
Oh, the Chimera. Yeah, I remember that one.
and
Yeah.
I mean, we see pretty much that from the very first episodes with Zikora, where she
Yeah.
goes on her own to Everfree Forest.
Yeah,
Oh,
when she
yeah.
goes on her own to go talk
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Zikora. She's the first one to be friends with Zikora, by the way. There's a little fun fact I wanted to throw in.
She isn't racist. Isn't that lovely, Hith? Isn't it
She
nice
is
when
the
people aren't
least
racist?
racist.
See, that's why she is not the best.
She's
So she's not the best. That's terrible.
Oh no.
He just loves Naysay, his new favorite character.
Yeah. Wait, and he's a unicorn, ain't he?
Yeah, Naysayer's a unicorn.
Yeah. All right.
And
Trixie,
incredibly racist.
get out.
So.
That's, it's found a new spirit pony. That's not a saying, but I'm making it one.
Well, good on you.
Thank you.
Also, in case you're wondering, like I realized that the notes have us talking about the relationships with each of the characters, but I figured we'd do that after talking about all the characters.
Yeah, that's fine. I trust
Alright.
you to lead us along the
Lead
merry
the way.
journey of this podcast.
Yes. Okay, another thing about Applebloom that I wanted to bring up, and I'm assuming most people can't really disagree, but I'm sure you'll try, is that Applebloom was kind of the one that was like most obsessed with getting a cutie mark out of all of the 3 CMC.
Yes.
So it's kind of her fault, or I mean, she's kind of responsible for the CMC in the first place.
Yeah, like in the first episode with the CMC, she's the one who like kind of gets together with the other two, and it's like, hey, we should do this, and it's like, yeah, let's do that. And then Applejack gives him a tree house, and it works good.
She never
also
went to
the one-
Diamond. Sorry, carry on.
And she was the one who asked Twilight to give her cutie mark with magic.
Yeah, she did a lot of stuff that was like, I want my cutie mark, and it's like, yeah, I can't give that to you. Goes to Zikora and gets cutie mark from that, and then fucks everything up.
Yeah.
I
Oh, is that
want
the
it. Yeah.
cutie pox thing?
Yeah, the cutie box one. I would say that Applebloom is like the unofficial leader of the CMC.
Yes, I would agree too. Also, you said it really quietly here, but I heard that. I appreciate it. He said that I want it now thing, but in a
No,
very quiet Applebloom voice.
did very good.
It's a good quote. It's a good quote.
She has a lot of quotes because she has a lot of episodes. I think Applebloom has the most episodes out of the CMC,
Oh, without a doubt.
or at least the most screen time, if it's not the most episodes.
Yeah, I mean, she was the first one to like appear in the show as well, wasn't she?
No,
They
they
all
saw
appeared
all
in
three
the
in the very first episode.
brunch.
Yeah, they all stayed at the same time, I believe.
Her
Like,
first line.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like they were like in the show together before episode 7, like or whatever it was, before they even like got together, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
was the
the
very
wiki
first
says that
episode.
that was a communication error. The storyboard artist thought that it was a mistake when they sent in that he was supposed to put 3 different fillies down there, so he put the CMC down there instead.
Oh.
So yeah, a little tidbit that actually wasn't supposed to happen.
I can't believe you knew that because I didn't know about that until
Yeah.
yesterday when I was reading the wiki.
Still, it's
Yeah, I didn't
interesting.
know that until I read the wiki this morning.
Oh, okay. Oh man, little fun information for you, by the way, guys. Just fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, just go to the Wikipedia page of a pony you like, and you can probably find out information on it.
Yeah, it's almost like where we get most of our talking topics from.
Shh, don't reveal our secrets.
Don't use a publicly accessible site for most of the knowledge.
It's
You
it.
know,
We haven't been. It works fine.
it works fine.
Yeah.
So, NG, quick before you fuck it up. What is one of Applebloom's skills that you already talked about?
I really like how she's good on scooters.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But no, potion brewing is Applebloom. But she also has some other skills on top of potion brewing, which is kind of not really used very often, but is still kind of there.
Yeah, it's never used in the show. Like, has she ever usefully
Yes.
used a potion?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What did she
I don't
do?
remember what it was for, but I know that she did help someone with a potion.
Yeah, I also remember that, but I don't remember the exact what exactly happened. I just remember that happened.
Well,
She did assist with a potion though.
she could use it more often.
Yeah, she could, but it's cool, you know. It's a neat little thing, and it also means that like she gets some time with Zecora, and that's always nice because Zecora just doesn't get any time.
Sakura does not get any time. Sakura needs more time. She's a good character.
They're not good at rhyming over at fucking
Yeah,
Hasbro.
maybe that's why the she's never in. Just like, hey guys, you want to put Sakura in this episode? I think she would fit in really well.
And then they're all sitting
Yeah.
around like, how do we rhyme? Help.
Yeah, you know, my rhyming dictionary got a bit wet. The words are a bit smudged. I don't think I can. I don't think I can write Sakura in today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can kind of get that sense that she's hard to write for because it feels like some of her rhymes are really forced.
Yeah, just that's how rhyming is in general with like being prepared on the spot and trying to make it fit a situation is that it's gonna feel forced a lot of the time.
It's still
You
great.
have to
though.
make the context work for like the situation, and then the rhyming has to fit the situation, and also it has to match her like how she talks. It's difficult.
They do a decent job of it most of the time, though.
They do an all right job. However, you know what Applebloom does, good jobs with aside from potion making with Sakura.
As in the whole befriending thing. Or
As in the whole what?
what do you mean?
I'm saying like what else does she have like, good stuff with?
Oh,
What does she do good? What does the apple horse do good?
collect apples.
Selling apples.
Selling apples.
Buy my apples.
Buy some apples. Buy some apples.
Exactly. Very good. Very aggressive sales pony.
I don't get what, because her secondary talent is obviously just an apple.
Yes. It's miniature honesty.
I don't know what she does. She doesn't buck trees. She just sort of collects apples after Applejack
It's 1/3
kicks a tree.
honesty.
One
It helps
third.
with the farm.
She helps
Hic-
with the farm. Her
She
special,
is a helper with apples.
her special talent is family slave labor.
Yeah, to be fair, like I think
Oh my
Appleman's
God.
also like when it comes to like actually having something specific that she doesn't really have anything, and that's kind of why that episode happened in the first place.
Or
The
the
one
potion
where
one.
like
Or...
no, the one where she just doesn't know what she does. Like everyone got their cutie marks, and it's like, well, I'm gonna go do stuff I enjoy, and Sweetie Belle goes off and does stuff, and Scootaloo goes off and does stuff, and then Applebloom's just kind of like, well, fuck, the only thing I did was I was obsessed with getting my cutie mark. Now what the fuck do I do?
So she's terrified of a lack of personality.
It's not lack of personality. She just doesn't have a lot that she does. She's got the personality. She just doesn't have like the hobbies. Her hobby
guess.
was getting a cutie mark.
I can relate to that. I have very few hobbies.
She got lost in the sauce, basically.
What?
What does
She
that mean?
wanted her cutie mark so much that she forgot about like, enjoying the journey. It was all about reaching that end goal, and once she got there, she's like, well, fuck, now what? And you can kind of see it even when like they have her with her mental breakdown when she's like sitting in there like, I don't know what to do.
Midlife crisis at
Midlife crisis at the age of 12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
It is really confusing trying to figure out their ages.
Yeah, they're somewhere in like young teenage years at this point.
Yeah, they're somewhere between 0 and 18.
Yeah, that's a pretty small area.
Yeah, it's like a fifth of a normal lifespan, so you're already getting it pretty close.
Yeah, close enough. But yeah, she does have a few other things that she's been shown like doing good with, even though she doesn't have anything specifically she's good with. Like in the one episode where they're all supposed to do something and then they give each other the wrong roles, and it's like, yo, I should have been doing this all along when they're supposed to be doing their presentation.
Isn't that is that the Showstoppers one?
Yeah, I believe it's Showstoppers, and like she's shown to be like really good with like decorating and renovating and stuff, even though she didn't want to do that or believe.
She's like the MVP.
Sweetie Belle wanted to do that. It's like, oh, I want to be like Rarity and do the decorating, even though Applebloom was better at it.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle's a better singer, and Scootaloo did something probably.
Scootaloo
Maybe.
was trying to sing, but she wasn't really like all that great at it.
Look here,
They did
three
good.
little ponies.
Stop. Also,
Sing for this crowd.
Applebloom in like one episode, she was shown to be decent at dancing after like learning how to do it. but then it never got touched on again. Rip.
It just threw it out there for like countless fan fictions to be made, but then they just never touched it. It's like for the fan fiction writers to expand upon and write something that no one else will ever read.
Pretty much. So yeah, Applebloom does some things she's good at, but for the most part, she doesn't have any like other hobbies yet.
No.
Most of it's just been shown to be help other people, which is good. It's basically the main six, their hobbies.
Main six, but one.
But one miniature main six, miniature Applejack.
I did like in this Fandor Turf episode, she was the only one that like didn't get super into a place and actually kept a level head and dealt with the thing like properly, as like the other two should have. Even though
Dealt
Sweetie
with
Belle was
the
right,
thing.
but
Even though Sweetie Belle was right. All right.
she did good that episode. She did good that episode. I
Yeah,
guess that's the
Applebloom
sort
is
of
usually.
leader
I guess
thing.
it's with all of them. Like they all kind of mediate each other as well.
They work really
Like,
well off each other. I think that's important to say.
yeah. When two of them get into an argument, one of them can usually butt in.
And get them out. Yeah. Have they ever gotten into an argument with each other, all three?
Yes, Discord. Very first
Um,
time Discord breaks out of his stone shit, they're all arguing over like what Discord actually means or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it was just like some stupid like kiddie argument, isn't it? It wasn't anything serious.
No, it wasn't anything serious, but like they do have arguments between the three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like discorded them and made them argue with each
Well,
other.
no, they are also the reason that Discord got free from Stone, if you remember that.
Yeah. Good
So,
old King
they kind of
Arthur
fucked
says.
that one up.
Yeah,
But
just
also they
Discord-
They're
brought up
arguing
Discord
over what Discord stands for, what it really means, and Discord's all like, "Yo, let me show you."
Let me show you.
is it their fault or is it Celestia's fault for just, you know what? I'm gonna banish you by turning you to stone, and the only way you can get out is if someone has an argument near your statue in a public place.
Yeah, I don't think putting a super powerful god in your rose garden is a terribly good idea.
Hey, she might have predicted it from the
That's
very
on
beginning. It was a
you.
friendship lesson, all right?
It was a friendship lesson.
Yeah, it was all planned, so they
was
can
a
reform it
friendship
later.
lesson.
Oh yeah, maybe Celestia planned it all along.
It was a friendship lesson. She's a god. She knows.
I feel like we discussed the exact same thing last time and just said
We-
it's a friendship lesson.
No, that was not last time. It was a few episodes of the podcast ago. But like, we do have a meme floating around somewhere. I think Spirit has it, where it's like, "Is this a friendship lesson?" And it just
Oh,
says.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Spirit making that. Yeah, that was a good one.
So yes, we do.
What-
There's a meme around.
What would even like discorded version of Applebloom look like?
Brown.
No, I mean as a character.
Bad.
What?
Okay, that's
She-
very specific.
Imagine Applebloom. Now imagine her worse.
She's bad at bucking apples. No, she isn't good at them. She's really good at collecting apples as they're falling. She like gets them as bad boys like midair. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. That's something else I
No.
should put on the podcast.
Yeah, Applebloom will just be imagine like very impatient and not a good friend.
Yes.
Boom.
Like, wouldn't that be for pretty much everyone else discorded?
Yes, that's
Yes.
kind of what everyone was discorded. They're like my main value, but then flipped. Like maybe she doesn't want to help anyone because like all three of them like their abilities are to help people, so they just don't help anyone.
She just gets really shit at helping people with their cutie marks. There you go. Do you just go back to that like pirate kid and be like, no, your destiny was to like be a hitman.
Your destiny's to kill people.
Yes.
Her name is Petunia, Angie. Come on.
Petunia. Petunia's destiny is to kill ponies and bury them without anyone asking questions.
Hey, speaking of ponies that she should bury and the people shouldn't ask
No.
questions, let's talk about Scootaloo.
That is a terrible introduction. She's still a good pony.
I don't think Scootaloo deserves that introduction.
No.
She's a great character. All the CMC are awesome.
All right. Scootaloo is okay.
She's
best.
disabled.
She's
like-
disabled. I like
She's
that.
like
aspect
Rainbow
of her, to
Dash,
be
but
honest.
better.
And
Yeah.
that's not saying much.
It's saying a lot, actually.
It's
No,
still
it's not
true.
saying
Great
much.
character.
So, Scootaloo, her personality is energetic and tomboyish. Oh wait, Rainbow Dash.
She does idolize
Also
Rainbow Dash.
she's self-conscious. Also Rainbow Dash. So it's tiny Rainbow Dash.
Minus the arrogance and
Minus
self-centeredness.
minus the arrogance.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
No.
But
No.
I did not need to see Scootaloo's head pasted on top of an uncooked chicken.
In a seductive pose.
It's not okay.
I will say one of the things that people probably do like Scootaloo for, and even I like Scootaloo for, is the fact that she's not able to fly and it's like a disability, but she still makes the best out of it.
It's
I
very
don't
hard to
like
put
that.
her down. It's really hard to put any of them down, to be honest. They're all very positive,
They're very positive.
even despite all that shit. And in the washout
But-
episode, like, she just kind of owned the fact, just like, oh yeah, I'll never be in the Wonderbolts because I'm disabled. Which somehow didn't cross Rainbow Dash's mind. Just like, you can't fly, but you know what? You should try it for the Wonderbolts and
You
be
can be
like
the
me.
water boy.
So, yeah, Rainbow Dash is stupid, but it was
Yeah,
nice
Rainbow
how
Dash is stupid.
she was
Very,
kind of
very
fooled.
aware.
It was also an opportunity for Lightning Dust to be like good and decent because, you know, she could
Yeah,
have been very
but she
accepting of
wasn't.
the disability, but instead it was just like, yeah, we can probably just kill her and no one would really mind.
Yeah, probably.
But that's fine. That's for when T6 is here to talk about Zephyr Breeze.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's gonna really have to answer for that episode. 'Cause, yeah, endangering little fillies, that's a great character trait.
It's a great character trait. Doesn't
Yeah.
care about anyone's safety.
It's fine. Rainbow Dash saved her in the end, you know. You can't lose the chairman of your own fan club.
I mean, to be fair, if you don't care about your own safety, it's pretty easy to not care about anyone else's.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
She doesn't really care about herself. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
but,
a
you
sign
know-
of depression and it's like a really, really modest episode deep down.
A really modest episode about depression.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's dark.
okay.
Like the only reason she's doing this is like, oh, maybe something will happen to me.
Maybe I'll feel
Oh,
again.
oh, Jesus.
Even if I get crushed, I'll feel more now than I have in the past 3 years.
Yeah, can I just go back to making her thinking that she's a dick?
I
No.
mean, she's a little bit of both.
I can't go back to that now. Now I feel bad for Lightning Dust.
Exactly. That's how T6 gets you. There you go.
Yeah, that's how T6 makes you think like. No, T6 has no way of making you think Lightning Dust is a decent fan. It's like, hey, T6, why'd you like Lightning Dust? I don't know.
I don't know.
And-
Hey, Bunker, since you like Scootaloo, can you tell me why?
Yeah, so I feel like of the three, Scootaloo is the most genuine. Like
Ow.
she has that
Oof.
disability
Ouch.
and she okay, let me finish. And I mean that in the sense that like she has she
A
idolizes
disability.
Rainbow Dash, she has that disability, but she tries to make the best of it and she has a goal in mind, which might be a little out of reach, but she's not giving up on it and she keeps going at it. And it's not like to the point where it's like, dude, you're delusioned. Like she recognizes the fact that she has problems and she's self-conscious about it, and you see that a lot. But
Yes.
it doesn't stop her from trying, and I think that that's like really cool.
All right. I will say that if the washouts didn't exist, I would disagree with you. But
Why?
since
No,
the
Washouts was a fantastic
since
episode.
the washout exists and it really did improve upon Scootaloo's character and made her more than just two-dimensional, I like Rainbow Dash, then yes, I agree.
So you are agreeing. Okay, what about you, Hith? What do you like or dislike about Scootaloo, depending on what your feelings are? So, first of all,
No, I'll just say I don't care much about Scootaloo, I guess.
Oh, good. The good
Like
answer.
it's the least.
she's
I
just
guess
there.
I kind of like her, but yeah, she's there. Like she's a good part of CMC, definitely. But like if we take her like outside of CMC, I don't think I really think much about her.
That's
I will
fair.
say she had like up until the washouts, she had the weakest episodes where she was by herself because she only had like 3 of them.
It
When
was-
she's not with like the CMC, like she's fine with the CMC. She works very well with the other 2.
It was really sad in Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep, where she just had those giant wings. It's like it's all she
Yeah.
wanted, but now she's disabled, and it was just
Yeah.
it hurt a little inside to see that. It was a sad
I
one.
mean, we also had a little bit of that with Sequestria episode,
Yeah, where
where
she
she
was
was
swimming and she's like,
flying
this is
in
like
the
flying.
yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. It's just, oh, you only like that because you're disabled.
Yeah, I really feel like that's why a lot of people like her. It's because it just really hurts people when it's like, oh, you're disabled, you can't do that. And she's like, oh, it's great, and everyone's like, oh, it hurts me, stop.
that is exactly my feelings on Scootaloo. This is yeah.
You're like,
That
I
in a
like
nutshell.
it because she's disabled and it hurts me every time she does something, and she's like, this is fun.
Yeah, she's like, it doesn't get to her. It doesn't get to her. She's a good pwn, Spone. She's a good.
Yeah,
she's
no, okay, like, I agreed that she is good, and the washouts made her much better because, one, she wasn't just following Rainbow Dash around like a little lost dog and being like, oh my god, you're the best. She actually stood up to Rainbow Dash and been like, hey, let me do my own goddamn thing once, please. I don't need to, like, fawn over you every second.
Can
And I
I?
like that.
So she stood up to Rainbow Dash before in her parents' episode as well.
That is true. It wasn't for the same topic, but it was good that she was, like, breaking out and being like, hey,
I
that
agree.
was good. It wasn't for her character development, more so for like Rainbow Dash being just dumb and be like, "Hey, stop."
I'd also like to point out that at the end of the washouts, you know, the Scootaloo fan club, Rainbow
Yes.
Dash's parents were there, and that made me happy.
Yes.
It was a nice little moment. Rainbow Dash's
no.
parents are nice people. They
Yeah. No, they're nice to a fault. They want to be
yes.
so supportive that they just smother. But yeah,
They're
no,
what Scootaloo needs. Scootaloo has a
Yeah.
family now. Scootaloo is just like bad like Brian, isn't it? Just like, oh, you're orphaned. Oh, yep, you're disabled, and just oh yeah, you had
Yeah.
like no friends until you met Sweetie Belle and Applebloom.
Yeah,
It's
Scootaloo's the ones that just like tear at everybody's like heartstrings. Just be like, "Oh, yep, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna make a character that has complete shit everything, and people will like them.
that's
Just shit on constantly.
yeah.
Everybody likes the underdog."
It's she's a sad character.
Yes. But despite her being a side character, she manages with her disabilities and she actually manages to have some skills that are more so than Applebloom, which is just good job.
She scoots.
She scoots. That's why her name is Scootaloo, because she scoots.
Scoot.
She scoots real well. She scoots so good that it took them to the Equestria Games to represent
Yeah.
Ponyville.
Flag bearers for the Equestria games.
Exactly.
It also got a rocket strapped to the back of her scooter that went flying off into the sky, and we're never going to see the scooter again, so rip.
She probably has like 38 like
What, you think
Applejack
it's going to
hats
be like
in the
Apple?
closet.
You think it's going to be like Applebloom's hair blows?
Yeah,
Just nonstop.
it's just a closet full of them. It's fine. I mean, Rainbow Dash has Wonderbolt money now to pay for all of those. It's fine.
Wonderbolt money.
She's not unemployed anymore.
See,
She
this
was
is
employed
Well, she
as a
wasn't
weather.
unemployed before. She was a weather
Oh
pony.
yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah.
think she still is a weather pony.
Nah, I think she's
Like she, I
full-time.
don't think she officially left.
I think she's full-time Wonderbolt now.
I mean, she could be either. I don't really know. It probably isn't the most important thing. What Rainbow Dash's official occupation is and how many hours she spends doing like which job.
Yeah, I say one of the things I do dislike about Scootaloo, and it's just every time she comes up, it's always just Rainbow Dash fan, and it's like, oh, I like Scootaloo. Why? Because she likes Rainbow Dash. Like, it's really
So-
hard to talk about Scootaloo without talking about Rainbow Dash.
So anyone who has Scootaloo as a favorite pony just basically likes Rainbow Dash like subversively.
Pretty much. It's like, why do you like it? She's a Pegasus, and she has a disability, so I feel sad for her. It's like, okay. And then she also, I like Rainbow Dash, and she likes Rainbow Dash, and I like Rainbow Dash. It's just hard to talk about Scootaloo alone as a character. At least up until recently, they've been doing a lot better with her character, making her like more independent.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You can't. It's hard to talk about.
For a while, they were like attached at the hip, where it's like, what does Scootaloo do? She hypes up Rainbow Dash.
But by that logic, I should really like Hufar. But
You should love
that's
Hufar. Dude, Hufar's the best. You have to like him.
he's okay.
He's okay.
Uh-oh.
This is-
Uh-oh.
podcast beat about to go on. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. But yeah, Scootaloo, she scoots. It's sick moves fast, and can do scooter things because while she can't fly, her little wings flap really quickly.
And she's a chicken. Oh,
She's a chicken.
original
Yeah,
joke. It
it's
wasn't even a
hilarious.
joke.
Also,
yeah.
in case you didn't know, Scootaloo can also dance.
Scootaloo can also dance.
Yeah.
Can she?
Yeah, no, she can dance. You might have forgot about it from Showstoppers, but she can dance.
Oh, was she the one that taught them all how to dance?
She was the one that was good at dancing, surprisingly. Like, hey, you can dance if you want to.
Oh no.
But yeah. Also, she has moderate talent with mechanical construction. Kind of like all of them, but also she's been shown to have a little bit more. Like when they built the float, she built the fucking unicycle for some reason. I don't
I
actually
get.
remember
Oh
why
yeah,
she built
because
the
she was like
unicycle, but
really
she
good
did.
at like assembling and disassembling her like scooter and things, and so she learned to do other sort of similar
Yeah.
objects.
So
isn't it?
she's all right with mechanical knowledge as well.
Scootaloo is the engineer.
The engineer. There you go. NG. There you go.
This is some good light on Scootaloo. This is many plus points being had here.
Yeah.
And in the you know that cart episode where they all wanted to build a different thing to what their like siblings wanted to build. What was it that they wanted to do? What did Scootaloo want to do?
The soapbox car stuff. I don't remember.
Yeah, because
It was something obviously that wasn't like super fast. So.
Scootaloo wanted to build like the old timey thing, I think.
oh the
No,
traditional.
City Bell was most traditional. I think Scootaloo was like most like for design thing, and Applebloom was most speedy.
Yeah, they all had the like weirdest like ones that they shouldn't have picked for their
Uh,
sisters.
I guess
Scootaloo had
that's.
like a phoenix as her design or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh
remember
yeah.
that. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, Scootaloo wanted most creative, but then Rainbow Dash was like, "Fuck that! You're not having that.
I
Let me
pushed
shit
last
on you
week.
again.
Gotta go
Let me
faster.
let me take over your life." And then Scootaloo's like, "Okay," but then later on she's like, "Hey, how about we don't do that?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's good. I like that too."
Of course, you're gonna link a fucking what's card. I like that it's blue, white. That's cool because it links to Rainbow Dash and Rarity since it's also the most creative one. That's
I
nice.
think it's blue not because Rainbow Dash, but because Scootaloo. But I think this proves Spawn's point.
Yes.
Yeah, Squirrel is just Rainbow Dash. It's yeah.
Yeah, Scootaloo. It's like for a while, especially early on, like maybe for the first like 5 seasons, Scootaloo was basically, I like Rainbow Dash. Let me talk about Rainbow. I'm a Rainbow Dash fan. Rainbow Dash is my Rainbow Dash. I love Rainbow Dash. And then later on, she's gone to the point where it's like, yeah, I like you, Rainbow Dash, but also you're kind of a fucking idiot.
I'm my own pony.
Yeah, and that's neat. Like being able to go off and do her own things and not like, yeah, Rainbow Dash is still a good role model, but it's not like obsession. Yeah, since we're already talking about Rainbow Dash at this point, we may as well just talk about fucking the relationships and start with Rainbow Dash because Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash are like jointed at the hip.
Yeah, I noticed you wrote mildly obsessed. Can I disagree with one of those words?
Yeah, I said mildly obsessed. It's not mildly obsessed. I wanted to put it nicely.
Yeah, she's like
Completely obsessed to an unhealthy degree.
yeah. I
Or
mean, she
was,
even
anyways.
got like adopted as a sister of Rainbow Dash and everything. Like, it's if you're obsessed to the point where you go and get adopted by the person you're obsessed by, that's another level.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me. Hey, if you want to have a backup person for Rainbow Dash to try and make her character better, I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, and Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash's relationship is actually kind of nice. Like in those campfire and like camping episodes, I like them two together. They always seem to. Sorry, Karen.
Yeah, the weird thing about Rainbow Dash is she's kind of paradoxical. Like, I mean, there are some episodes where she's fantastic, like the campfire episode, like you just mentioned. But then, like other episodes, she's absolutely awful. And it's
Like,
she's an enigma, you know.
yeah,
Let's say Rainbow Dash is better as a supporting character than a main character.
yeah, fair enough.
I would agree with you on that.
That's fine.
Rainbow Dash is not a very good main character because every time it's a problem, it's her problem and her being dumb or being overzealous or just yeah, especially lately, it's just her being dumb.
Yeah, like in
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for having me on again. Unfortunately, I had some last minute life things happen, so I have to leave a little early.
That's all
yeah,
right. We'll just never invite you back.
this is a podcast first. Like 15 minutes through the podcast, Bunker let us know that, oh shit, I can only be here for like 45 minutes, but that's fine. I blame Spone somehow. This is his fault.
Yeah, it was
That's my
it
fault.
was unexpected. Appreciate you guys having me on, and
Yeah,
thank you
no
for
worries.
having me. And
Thank
see you
you
later.
for being here, Bunker. Thank you for sharing your experience, and thank you for liking Sweetie Belle. You're a good
Yes.
lad.
Thank you for showing up. Also, be gone, Thought.
Yes, get the fuck out of here.
Your wish is my command.
All right.
Yep. That's it.
Continuing. Yes. Hang on.
Yes.
I gotta find my train of thought again.
Did Bunker leaving really just mess with
Yeah,
you
really.
that much?
First off, it tore me up inside. Yeah, I'm trying to recover. It
Oh,
really
no.
hurt me.
I just read what Al posted. I'm 99% sure she took one of Rainbow Dash's diapers from when she was a baby for that
Yeah,
scrapbook
yeah,
project of hers in that parent
yeah.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just got one of Rainbow Dash's diapers just in a book somewhere in her cupboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no.
also she had like the sandwich.
Yeah, and all sorts of things. Yeah. Scootaloo really is just obsessed with Rainbow Dash, and for most of the show, that's kind of just everything she was.
Yes.
She made a fan club for Rainbow Dash. She wanted to be Rainbow Dash's assistant. She also was fucking telling like Rainbow Dash that she wants to be like taken under her wing and become her sister in fucking Sleepless in Ponyville.
Yes.
So it's just a lot of like Rainbow Dash, please just let me be I want to be your pet, basically.
The real question is, how did the Rainbow Dash fan club get more than one member? The treehouse got
Because
pretty packed.
there's not that many, like maybe 12 at most.
That's still a large number. I guess she's a
It's
Wonderbolt
like
now, so
12.
maybe she would be
Considering
good.
like how
Yeah, but she
many
wasn't.
ponies there are, like literally none of her friends are in the like fan club either, which is great. None of her friends are in the fan club, so
That's
there's that. Also, reminder that Twilight also had like washout like posters compared to having literally zero Rainbow Dash stuff.
True. Yeah, that is a good point. That is.
So I think that even her friends kind of understand.
Yeah, it's very much a case of we don't like you, but you're the element of loyalty.
Yeah, we kind of have to have you around. Like, we'll just replace you with Spike.
You're the new Rainbow Dash.
Yes.
You're the new Rainbow Dash. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, didn't they do that in the fucking Discord episode
Yeah,
or something?
in the Discord episode, is the Rainbow Dash just wasn't coming around to help, so it's like, well, you're the new Rainbow Dash.
He's a very loyal dragon.
He is. He's honestly sometimes better than Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, that's fine.
At least, talent-wise.
In Lesson 0, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, what does he do in Lesson 0?
He was the only one to like contact Celeste about the whole Twilight disaster.
Oh,
Every-
isn't he a very loyal friend?
Dude,
I
Spike's
mean,
an
everyone
underrated
else just
character.
turned her down, like, oh, like, you're worrying, but you're worrying about nothing.
Oh, what, they're just like, yeah, it's not an issue. Don't worry about it. Just don't be.
Just don't. Problem solved.
Just don't be sad. Come on, guys.
Just don't be sad. Problem solved. Hey, you want to know what's really concerning?
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey.
The fact that Scootaloo, like, despite being super obsessed with Rainbow Dash, is still not as obsessed with her as her parents are.
Parents are obsessed with the Rainbow Dash, or parents are obsessed with Scootaloo?
Rainbow Dash.
Oh,
Her parents are just fucking obsessed with Rainbow Dash. Like, they have, like, number one fan is not Scootaloo.
she can't even do that best. That's the real sad moment.
Yeah, she's not even the best at being a number one fan.
It's just another like a sad story for Scootaloo. Just Hasbro
Just
sure
rip-
likes shitting on Scootaloo. She really is all the
unfortunate
bad things
outcome.
in one.
Yep. However, Scootaloo does manage to be a number one fan for the washouts.
Yes,
I mean,
because
yeah,
she was
she
the only one.
joins.
Yeah,
No,
but
they all there's tons of people. You see those bleachers? They were like packed.
They were packed actually, so really she wasn't. Like she just created a club very quickly. There's probably another bigger group somewhere else in Equestria, so
Maybe.
she probably even do that one well. She's just too late to the scene, really. She,
You're not fucking hip enough and cool. That
yeah,
was so last week. Come on.
I know. I have to say though, although it's not really relevant to the Crusaders, I liked Short Fuse. He was a funny character. He was a good one.
Yeah, he was also a character that was like brought back from the Wonderbolts Academy.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, he was actually shown earlier in the Wonderbolts Academy.
Was he angry?
I don't think he was angry, but he was just like showed like his character was in the show.
That's some good continuity. To be fair,
Yeah,
LMP is actually really good with continuity.
it's fairly all right. Some people love pointing out plot holes, but like for the most part, it's doing pretty good for a children's show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the highest. It's not like one person sat down and wrote a book and then they're adapting it from that. It's like multiple people with different writers coming in and writing episodes, and for the most part, they do a fairly good job.
We're proud of you, Hasbro. What do Hasbro do?
Hasbro
What do
writers.
DHX do?
Buy our toys.
So are DHX the people that actually write it?
Yes, kind of maybe. Well, no,
Maybe.
they hire freelance writers
Oh,
to write the episodes. Although they do have some, I believe, that are like on for writing.
I guess it's
Look at
more about
Haber.
the like animation and stuff, and then you have like one writer or two or something, isn't it? Like
Yeah, they
Larson or
hire
whatever.
like most seasons. I think have like 4 or 5 different writers.
Yeah.
Someone can
Good.
correct me on that if they manage to find out like how many writers there normally are for each season. But I think there's like 4 or 5 for each one, and some of them carry between different ones, obviously.
Still good.
So yeah, um, yeah, I'm tired of talking about Scootaloo, so let's talk about someone better.
Sweetie Belle and Rarity.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle and Rarity is a good one, or Applebloom and Applejack, but I feel like Sweetie Belle's probably the better one to start with.
Sweetie Belle and
Uh,
Rarity have a terrible relationship.
No,
I
they got a
really
pretty
like.
good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a flawless, but it's pretty good. Have
They're
you
not
seen the
flawless.
Sisterhoods episode? That was
Yeah,
really...
right?
But that was Rarity being terrible, then realized, oh shit, I'm terrible. Let's try and make it up.
Exactly. There's a lesson being learned there, and that's how family relationships work.
Now, family relationships work by, oh, you did something wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm just disowning the family, and
Okay, NG, not everyone has the same experience you've had.
it's not that bad.
It's not the same. Anyways, Sweetie Belle admires Rarity, but does not obsess over Rarity, which is great. It's a healthy sisterly bond.
Yeah,
I
and they
prefer.
have like their own, they
Oh
have
God,
their own
okay.
controversy from time to time. But like, yeah, I really like that Sweetie admires Rarity and looks up to her.
So it's a more realistic one, where rather than Applejack and Applebloom, which is just sort of no
Forced
nonsense.
family labor.
Yeah, just because they get on really well with each other, Applebloom and Applejack. They're like good
Of course, yeah.
sisters.
It
But
literally is brought up in Sisterhood like social on how Applejack and Applebloom are like so good together at working together. And
yeah,
Sweetie Belle's jealous, and she's like, "Oh, I wish Rarity would work well with me like that." And it's like, "You can borrow Applejack."
oh yeah, Forever Philly was a good episode with
Forever
Sweetie
Fiddle
Belle.
is a great episode as well.
Yeah, where the
Yes.
Rarity missing, the times where Scootaloo was young, and it was also another one of those episodes that just like, yeah, by the way, she's older than she was in season 1. Just throwing that
Yeah.
out there.
Forever Fiddle was nice because it's like Rarity, like while Rarity and Sweetie Belle work well together, Rarity's busy a lot. So
Yeah, she's
you
got
know,
3 businesses to run. It's not easy.
yeah. So yeah, she's busy and she can't spend all that time with her sister. And when she does, yeah, she tries. But
But Sweetie Belle's trash at sewing and all that.
also apparently somebody said Scootaloo when they meant Sweetie Belle. So
Oh,
yes,
did I say School at some point? My bad.
I don't know.
We're
We'll
talking
say
about
that we
Sweet
did,
Belle right now. It's fine.
and we're fixing it. There we go.
You could just edit it out on podcast, like bleep it.
Blip in, yeah, just blip it in.
What, just like in Friendship is Witchcraft, where it's just like, I'm the element of loyalty.
Yeah, something like that. There
Just
you go.
just re-record. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Um,
Um, Forever Philly, good. Yes. Rarity wants to spend time with Sweetie Belle. She realizes it, but then she forgets that Sweetie Belle's grown up and that they want to do different things.
yeah, but then they do different things for each other. They do
And
like
they do
more
different
adult
things, and it's
things.
great.
Yeah, like they move their relationship on. Their relationship has evolved. It's
I
reached
think
a different
that's like
stage.
that's in pretty much every Rarity and Sweetie Belle episode. That's how it goes. Like Sisterhood's one, the ones with Sapphire Shores, the Forever Philly.
It's learning how to deal with a sister
So it
who
kind of
is
is
either
like a
younger or older than you.
yeah, because they both are at fault a lot of the time,
A lot of the time, yes.
and they kind of work on it together. Like it's more of a it is like a yeah, it is a realistic sort of relationship.
Yes, it's realistic and it's nice, and they actually learn from it, and they have a good happy ending, and they get over it. It's like, yeah,
And
I understand that both of us are at fault, and I apologize, and then the other one apologizes, and it's all happy.
to my knowledge, they don't like repeat any issues either, really, do they? Like they do actually
Not
like
really.
evolve, and they sort of get better for it.
Like Rarity still obviously doesn't spend a whole lot of time with Sweetie Belle, but that's not like it's not something that's able to be done, and I guess it hasn't been an issue since like Forever Philly.
Yeah, and it's not
So
like
I guess
Applejack
it
and
was addressed.
Applebloom. Like whenever they want to spend time, they just do farm labor.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle does try to help with Rarity as well, which is nice. She
She
tries to help her
tries.
out with stuff, even though she's not great at it. She tries.
At least you tried.
Yes. Um.
Sweetie Belle
Oh
doesn't know
yeah, I guess
anyone else, does she?
the soapbox derby episode is one that does screw up the relationship progress, but we can just forget that one exists because it fucks up everyone's relationship
Yeah,
progress.
it does. It does kinda. It was kind of like an issue, one of those things of oh,
The
like shoving your dreams onto someone else rather than
yeah.
an episode about their relationship.
Also, isn't that one like the cart before the horses or whatever the name of the episode?
I don't
I
know
think it's the
what it
cart
was
before the
called.
horses. One, because like this show is just great at giving names for episodes, and that one just seems fitting.
Yeah, it is pretty good at puns. They do some pretty solid puns.
Yeah. Speaking of, well, I mean, we already talked about Sisterhood Social, which is like, yeah, that one I did like. But the one that like has the best pun and also like the best plot line, in my opinion, is fucking For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. That's a good one.
What's it pun of? What's the original saying?
For Whom the Bell Tolls, which
Oh,
is a
okay.
reference to yeah, a reference to many things, both a song and also like a piece of poetry, I think. But
Maybe.
I am like severely uncultured, Spone. I apologize. This is going over my head, like way over.
it's going over your head. But anyways, yeah, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls, you know which episode that one is, right?
Is that's the Sapphire Shores one, isn't it?
It's the one where Sweetie Belle like sabotages the headdress, and then
Yeah,
like
it's the
yeah,
Sapphire Shores one.
yeah, Sapphire Shores one.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. And another one
Yeah.
of those awesome lunar episodes.
Yeah, it's a good Luna episode, and also she's just like, hey, I want to get back at my sister for doing this, but then she realizes she fucked up, and then like the rest of the episode's trying to fix the fuck up.
And she does it in the end, doesn't she?
Yeah, at the end, like she has to admit like what she did and everything, but yeah,
And Sapphire
it's good.
Shores was just like a bro about it, I remember.
Yeah, I think it was all cool about it.
And then she was just never seen again, I don't think.
Yeah, good, that's fine.
Yeah,
All of
She
those
was cool.
Rarity characters that get introduced, they can all just go away. Like that's fine.
she got
We got some
replaced.
of them back in this season 7.
Did we?
Yeah, a lot of Rarities like
Like
one-off
Photo
characters.
Finish, the Hoity Toity. We got them back in the Rarity Applejack episode there.
Yes, this is true.
Oh, alright.
For the most part, you don't really remember them. They don't do much. I dislike how, I mean, maybe they'll stop doing it, but with Rarity episodes, like anytime they just need a new person, they just make a whole new fucking character.
Yeah, who's always like,
It's like, oh, Sapphire, Hoity, to oh, we got these new ones. Fucking, at least Coco Pomel kind of comes up sometimes.
yeah, she sort of gets repeated occasionally. Like, I remember there was some scene of her looking out a window and that was that.
And that was that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
sometimes they make reappearances, but Rarity just her episodes for some reason just get the most random new characters thrown in just for like plot convenience.
and they're
Yeah,
always
true.
so over the top in some way or form.
Of course they are. There's also the one who takes pictures. I forget her name. Photo finish that one.
Photo finish. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
just
there's
said
just a
the name
bunch.
like
I didn't
two
say photo
minutes
finish.
ago.
I didn't say that
I
in there.
did.
Oh, that
He
was
did.
okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough.
because she's the best Earth Bunny.
Oh, okay.
That's
Applejack is just crying right now.
yeah. That I'm not sure if you're forgetting like a certain pink-colored pony, but like
Who?
eh,
Who? Ah, okay.
whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever
Why
the fuck
couldn't
you
Hith be
want.
the one that left?
Hey, speaking of Earth ponies, why don't we talk about them since Hith seems to love them so much?
Dirt ponies.
Dirt ponies, dirt horse, mud horse. Let's talk about them.
Yes,
We
they make
have
food.
Applebloom and her sister Applejack. Their relationship honestly is like good. It's
I,
hard to really fault most of their relationship.
I always found it weird that sometimes Applebloom is more reasonable than Applejack.
And sometimes you got to have an outsider's perspective on things.
What kind of times are you
Reminder,
thinking of?
reminder that Applejack didn't understand how someone could not like apples and like strawberries. So
Yeah,
yeah, sometimes she's a little irrational,
Applejack is also kind of like racist, isn't she?
a little
With fruits, sorta.
with fruits.
Like, y'all go tell me if they like any bananas. You hear?
Exactly. But yeah, for the most part, their relationship is healthy and good, except for sometimes Applejack's a little overprotective.
Yeah.
That's really about it. It's just the overprotective kind of like overbearing. It's like, hey, let me do my own stuff.
To be
It's
fair,
like,
that's
oh,
kind of what causes Applebloom to fuck up a lot of shit. Like, she goes to do a lot of shit because Applejack is overprotective. Like, I feel if. But I
yeah.
guess it's also understandable with the whole parents being dead thing and all of that.
The whole parents being dead. They're not dead. They're just trees.
Well, not existing in a pony form within a parental vicinity of Applebloom.
I don't know about you, but those trees are really parental.
They just.
Think about all the helpful advice they give.
It's like a fortune cookie, but like there's a piece of paper inside each like apple or pear. It's like,
You just
hey,
Really?
Mum, what do you say? And then she just cracks open a pear. And it's like, you will find your first love in the morning or something.
I was really thinking more like a fortune cookie where they crack it open and it says like you'll have good fortune today. And that's just it.
Not even like a prediction or anything. It's just you'll have good fortune.
Just
She's
try again later. It's a magic 8 ball. Try
she's eating a
again.
healthy fruit. That's going to increase her life expectancy and would make her more fortunate.
There you go.
Exactly. So
This is why the earth horses live for so long is because they eat a lot of vegetables and fruit. Granted, they all do, but they're really good at it.
is this your headcanon that just Earth ponies live for longer than the other races?
Dude, have you seen Granny Smith?
Have you
Exactly.
seen? Yeah, fair enough. You don't see a lot of old people in other races, do you?
Yeah, no, the earth ponies are usually like the really old ones. Either
Actually,
that or like
yeah,
the magical characters who don't count because they just don't die.
that's actually
Yeah,
a pretty decent
actually,
shout. Oh, what?
I can't really remember any unicorn character that was that old.
Yeah.
All
Oldest ones are always earth ponies.
all I can think of is Mr. Main, but she doesn't really get old. She just kind of like,
She
Yeah,
gets ugly.
she's just not beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, she just
Yeah,
gets
she
like
just gets
sapped.
the ugly.
She just gets the ugly.
She just got beat with a fucking, bag full of like forks.
Oh no. Good VA
So
though.
yeah. Yeah, great.
Wait, was it
Yeah.
Mr. Main?
All of the like even like the Granny's Gone Wild, like they're all earth ponies, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
That's
they
because
are.
they're all Apple family, aren't they?
Yeah.
True, it is because they're all Apple family. But you don't go hearing about Rainbow Dash's grandparents, do you? In fact,
Yeah.
do
So
any of the
most of the old
others
horses.
have grandparents that are alive?
Um
Well,
Good
maybe we
question.
haven't seen them yet.
I don't think we've met any grandparents
I
now.
mean, Twilight didn't have a brother until some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
For all you know, it'll be coming up next and be like, surprise.
they've all got grandparents, and they all come in one reunion episode,
They
which
all
is
share
the
grandparents.
season 9
Surprising.
finale, where they're all evil, and they have to defeat their own grandparents.
They defeat their own grandparents. What a great end to the season.
That's the show.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Honestly, yeah, there's not much to talk about with Applebloom and Applejack aside from overprotection, and then like sometimes Applebloom's like, I'm gonna go do it and prove that I'm able to do it myself, and then Applejack has to come in and save her from the weird monster thing.
But again,
That
that's
being
just Applejack
said,
being overbearing. They could have just gone together, couldn't they?
yeah, they could have, but Applebloom was stubborn and like, I need to do this by myself to prove that I am independent.
I'm a good Earthbone.
I'm not a small pony.
I am not small.
You're
And
not
hearts as strong as horses. There
Exactly.
you go. Also, nice little thing. Applejack had like little fireproof booties on in that episode, and that was pretty cute.
NG,
Oh, what made
do I
fucking...
get the
Wait, what?
do I get the link a card?
Sure. Go on.
Forget to link a card, but yeah, Applejack got like little fireproof booties, and that was cute.
I have to say, Spirit said that Star Swirl is a pretty old unicorn, which I guess is true.
Well, yes, granted, he did like go into limbo, which is
Yeah.
kind of bullshit.
But he's also like one of the most powerful unicorns ever existed, so I don't think that counts. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about regular, like Granny Smith is not the most powerful Earth pony that ever lived.
This is true. Just like a normal Earth pony. There's been a substantial more old ass Earth ponies.
Yeah, okay, I guess so. And yeah, he actually seems like he can still move in things. So yeah, alright. I hated it in the earlier seasons when the like Granny Smith was just cringy as fuck, just like typical old lady.
Granny
Like-
Smith I actually find somewhat entertaining and endearing sometimes.
Yeah, but like back in season 1, where she was like making squeaking noises whenever she walks and was like had
Okay, well, yeah.
dementia and everything. It was just
Dementia. Damn old people.
What's your guys' opinion about a relationship between Scootaloo and Granny Smith?
Get your headcanon out of here.
what the hell?
There's no headcanon. They
Get your
like, do a
headcanon.
hoof bump.
I don't like this shit.
When did they do a
Stop
hoof
them.
bump?
Each time like Scootaloo goes through the Ponyville.
There's no relationship. You stop that right now.
Wait, when is this?
If you pay attention to the show, actually, Angie, you'll see that like each time we get a montage of how Scootaloo goes through Ponyville on her scooter. So the first time we see how Granny Smith just like jumps away from Scootaloo on high speed, and then just like, oh, why did you do that? Then the next time, she winks to him, and the last time they do a hoof bump.
Wow, that's a great relationship.
So they're just...
I completely overlooked that because it only took up like 5 seconds total screen time.
I mean,
But it's a great
yeah, but
relationship.
that doesn't stop fun fiction.
It's
right?
interesting. It's interesting.
It's an interesting little nod, and I'll give them that.
She's the... Well, I guess she's always there, like when they all come over, isn't it? So she's like the grandmother that feeds them, all snacks when they're having all their little Kiyomart Crusader meetings. Oh shit! Yeah, that
Yeah.
is a hoof bump. Though
Yep.
a really weird hoof bump. It's like side to side rather than like the base of it.
I mean,
That's
try to do better on high speed with the hoof.
true.
Yeah, you don't want to go full on like full speed hoof bump. It's
Yeah, and
not
that is
gonna
Granny
work.
Smith we're talking about. We don't want any hospital fees. Nurse Redheart is not the cheapest of ponies.
Literally, like, yeah, one of the 2 or 3 staff they have at the hospital.
Hoof 5. It's not a hoof 5, Spirit. That's
There's
clearly
nothing
one
5
hoof.
there.
It's a single hoof.
A whole 5 hooves.
Yeah.
It's hoof 1.
But yeah, I guess, yeah, we can count that as a relationship, sure. Scootaloo slaps hooves with Granny Smith.
What about one I do want to talk about, and one I think is actually a very sweet and lovely relationship? The Brotherhood social thing.
What do you mean? Oh, like with her
Yeah.
brother?
Big
Applebloom
Mac
and
and
Big Mac,
Applebloom.
yeah.
Yeah, Big Man Apple, that was a great episode. I like that one.
It was a
Mhm.
good one. You get to see Big Mac be brave about his inner turmoil of like wanting to cross dress, then he does it in public
Okay,
and
that's
everyone's happy about it, you know?
sure.
Like no everyone knew that he was a girl anyway and he was just like, no, I've got to keep this facade up, and in the end no one really cared and he was like, damn, like I could be doing this all along. Everyone around me is so supportive and so lovely, and he just it's a very heartwarming episode and speaks a lot about the LGBT community.
You know, aside from the shit posting, it was a good episode. Everyone knew except the one judge that had a crush on him. That's not wrong.
Oh yeah, that was the
Maybe the judge knew.
Maybe the judge did know.
that's the real thing. It was nice how they didn't care that he was competing, even though like it was a sister of social and he was a brother. But
Yes.
I really liked the ending of that episode because it was like was
Yeah.
that like one of the first like was that like the most words he's ever said at that point?
Yeah.
And he let out a lot of like emotions. Like they used to be close with each other. Then Applejack came along, and Applejack
And
and
then Applejack came
Applebloom
along.
got close.
Telling
And,
of few words.
yeah, and he did.
Wait.
And like it's obvious in the show that obviously Applejack and Applebloom get along really well, but you don't really see them with Big Mac anymore. To be fair, you don't see Applebloom and Big Mac together since then, really, do you? It's just kind of like a one
Uh,
episode thing.
No, it
Mhm.
happens a little bit. They sometimes do stuff, but I really thought that just yeah, we talked about their parents. I thought like Big Mac and Applejack was Applebloom's parents.
Wait, what?
It was a shit post.
I thought you meant like at some
No,
point
not
when you started
legitimately.
watching the show, I was just like, you know what, Applebloom's
Honestly, if someone
parents.
did start watching the show and they looked at it, they might be like, "Hey, this must be the parents with the kid." And like, I guess maybe, but that's concerning.
Someone who was really semi paying attention to the show as they were watching it on like the second monitor of their screen whilst playing some like very intensive game on the first monitor. That
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh my, Applebloom's small, and then you got the two adult ones, and then you got the granny." And it's like, "Yep, that must be it."
that's the oh, Tad actually did that. Tad is
Yeah, I'm not surprised this is Ted.
Tad is the guy we're talking. Okay, yep, fair enough. That's fine. We found someone who is
We found someone who fits the description.
Scootaloo has taught us that we shouldn't be mean to disabled people. So good on you, Tad. Just you got there in the end.
Wow, NG.
Wow, NG. Not very nice to Tad.
It's
Honestly, it's more of an insult to disabled people. Though.
Yeah.
that's okay. What's your excuse, Tad? What is your excuse?
Don't ask me for his excuse. We don't need to know. Hey, let's talk about the CMC and how like they have actually done things together.
Okay. You start.
I'll start. All right. CMC, they founded a club called the Cutie Mark Crusaders, which is CMC. And sometimes they would go on adventures to try and figure out what their cutie marks were supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah, really. That's what they founded the whole thing on, believe it or not.
I
In case
mean,
you didn't know.
like, I know like the Granny Smith Scootaloo hoof bump was pretty subtle, but I mean, past that, I don't think we need to really talk about it.
Honestly,
like when it gets
you
too
might have
subtle,
looked it
it's-
over. You might have looked it over, but it's a huge plot point. You
Yeah.
just might not have noticed
Are you
it.
sure this wasn't just some fan fiction you read or something, and then you just
I
No,
think
I've
this
seen
was
it
in
multiple
comics.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might have been comics, maybe. I might
Okay.
be confusing the comics.
That okay, fair enough. That's understandable. That's all right.
To be fair, a lot of the things that they've tried out is in the comics.
I really like. I say this. I'm pretty sure this is like the fifth time I've said this on a podcast, but I do need to read the comics. They seem
Yeah,
good.
I read some of them. Do you know Discord is part of CMC NG?
I did
He's an
know that
honorary-
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
also
why,
from
but he's an
Batman.
honorary member.
I also want to say that I really like Babseed, and I'm sad that she hasn't appeared in it since like she appeared. Basically, she was in it for
Well,
like
she
2
appeared and then
episodes.
she came back again. It was like a little bit, and that was it.
Yeah, I really
Uh,
liked her. She was
On
a
the
fun
She's okay.
character,
family reunion.
and she had a funny accent that was fun to listen to, which is also why I like listening to Applebloom. They just
She had a funny accent.
They're
She
pleasant.
had that American accent that's funny.
Yeah, the New York thing.
Nah, I'm walking here accent, gotcha.
Yeah, the I'm walking here accent. Exactly. I'm kind of sad Wob
But
doesn't have that accent.
fucking, not everybody has accents that you would expect.
They should.
You hear someone from Texas, you probably just expecting the most like cowboy accent you could get.
Yeah. But at least Hith's come here with his Italian accent.
Italiano.
Yes. Thank you for greeting us with this, Hith.
Is it?
Is it? All right.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot whether we mentioned that, like, in voice or not, but someone was saying that, I think it was
Oh, yeah, he
Spirit
sounds
saying,
Italian.
yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds Italian, yeah, that's it. That's a
You know,
joke, but
you
just
don't.
still,
It's a joke though.
yeah,
You're Italian now.
yeah.
Okay,
Hey, you know what we
I'll
should
go with
talk?
some pizza then.
You know what we should talk about with like the CMC is we have to talk about their clubhouse really fast.
Okay.
I didn't realize a lot of fun stuff about their clubhouse, but there's some actually really entertaining things about their clubhouse.
Alright, hit us with a fun fact. Speed round, go.
All right, it used to be owned by Applejack. I remember that one, but it's funny because like they have a map of Ponyville, they have craft materials, but the best thing that I found was that they have a great idea spot, and I didn't realize this, but I kind of like remember it, and it's like right underneath the lamp, and there's like a target on the ground, and it's where they're supposed to come up with great ideas.
Yeah, that's from episode with Pepsi. They
Yeah,
like, are showing around.
yeah, I forgot about it though, but it's still there. There's still a target on the ground.
What, just like in various shots, you get to see just like a cross on the ground?
Yeah, there should be.
They're supposed to. I like that. I like that.
It's just a great idea spot where
It's
you have great ideas
It's
right
just
underneath the
somewhere
lamp.
where they
It'd be
just.
fun to see they use it again, like in an episode.
Yeah, it's just it's a neat little thing right there. They got a good idea spot.
It's a very kid thing, which makes it funny.
Makes it funny and also neat. It's like, hey, that's cool.
It is cool.
I'm glad you have that.
I need a great ideas spot because otherwise I don't have them.
Is it your
Because, you know-
chair, Angie?
My chair doesn't have a cross underneath it.
Well, you can fix that.
You can fix that.
Just grab some tape. Just
Yeah, you have pretty great tape, I must say.
I have very good tape. Thank you.
You have pretty great. I'm not. I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't
that
want to know what
sounds-
you guys are doing.
It's fine. Just
Is he Hoofar? Is that his nickname? You call him Hoofar?
stop right there, Spoon. We do
Violated.
not go down this path.
All
I
right,
should
all
be
right.
Trixie, and he adores me.
Oh yeah, NG's nickname is Trixie, and his nickname is Hoofar.
This is not something I'm comfortable with.
All right, how about we talk about CMC episodes then?
Okay,
Sure.
Sure. All right, I'm glad. Real excited. Here we go.
my
First
favorite
episode,
one is Surf and or Turf.
Surf and or Turf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good
like one of the last ones that they had.
But it was a good one.
I was gonna start with like the ones that we like. Yeah, I was just gonna go in order down like a list of ones that I have.
What, chronological or?
Well, chronological to an extent. For the most part, it'll be chronological. Although I might mix up some between like unimportant seasons.
Like
Seasons.
3.
Well, like I might mix up like Twilight Time and Flight to the Finish, where I don't know what fucking order they go in. I just know they exist.
Yeah, they're both just in 4 somewhere. There are those seasons where the only thing that matters is the premiere and the finale.
Yeah, it's like they're in there. They don't matter what order they're in because they're there.
All right, come
But,
on. Let's. I'm ready to talk about some Cutie Crusader episodes. I am pumped. I'm ready.
Good.
Let's
That's
talk about
the
how good they are.
excitement I
Let's
like
talk
to
about
hear.
how good the songs are in them. Let's talk about how good the characters are in them. Let's talk about how good the plot is.
All right. Very first Cutie Mark Crusader episode. What's the plot of it, NG? Come on.
Or the one where they get formed with Diamond Tiara being an arsehole.
Yes.
Okay, so Applebloom is sad she didn't have a cutie mark, so she goes to like Rainbow Dash and says like I want it now, and then she like screws up like she always does. So then she goes to Pinkie Pie, and Pinkie Pie just like bakes a cake, and basically she's really terrible at everything. And so she goes to Diamond Tiara's party because time skips forward somehow. And she doesn't really notice. And she's still a blank flank at Diamond Tiara's quinceañera. And she's sad, so she puts on a dress and pretends she has a cutie mark. But then she just trips over on the way out because I guess she's an idiot. And then everyone
I
sees
guess she's an idiot.
she's a blank flank, and she gets sad that she's a blank flank. Diamond Tiara makes fun of her because she's a dick, and then it turns out that Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo were hiding under a table the entire time.
All right, are you reading like the whole transcript for the episode? Because
No,
you could just kind of sum it up a little.
I watched it like 2 days ago.
Are you sure you don't have the transcript open? Because it almost feels like I'm watching the episode.
No, I did just watch it 2 days ago. It's very fresh in my mind. Yeah.
Basically, they team up together to get their cutie marks and tell Diamond Tiara to fuck off.
Yes. That's what the Cutie Mark Crusaders were formed.
Yep.
With they're
Because fuck Diamond Tiara. It's basically the fuck Diamond Tiara fan club.
yeah, and they're with the
Although,
secondary
with that
goal of
wording,
getting.
it sounds a little confusing.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's the Diamond Tiara Resistance Club.
There you go. That sounds better. Although, still could be interpreted wrong.
Just stop.
Just
Spone.
stop. Just
Yeah,
stop.
there's a line. You crossed it. Please please continue.
So yeah, first episode. It's neat. It puts the CMC together, but overall, not really much to talk about. It happened. It's a thing. It's neat, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it
I
was just pretty much introduction of
Yeah,
CMC.
it's introduction. It's like the first episode of the show. It's like, yeah, you know, it's there. It's not crazy, but it's like it introduces them.
Yes.
It's good. Next one I think is Hearts and Hooves Day, maybe.
Sure, we can go with it. I mean, I think
that's
they
how
have
it
like
is.
individual episodes.
Well, yeah, they have individual
But I
episodes,
think-
but like actually CMC focused episodes.
Yeah.
Wasn't the one like the
There's
Stairmaster?
Ponyville-
Was the Stairmaster earlier?
Oh, Stairmaster
s-
was season 1, episode 17. Yeah. So.
Stairmaster was kind of it was like a Fluttershy CMC episode.
Yeah, it was more Fluttershy.
It was more Fluttershy.
Well, she
Yeah, fair
wasn't
enough.
a little bitch in an episode, which was nice.
Yeah. The infamous chicken joke did come from it though. So yeah,
Yeah. Scootaloo,
Scootaloo.
Scootaloo.
exactly.
Buck, buck, buck.
You're nothing but a chicken.
Yeah, and then
Cheep,
like
cheep.
7 years later, we're still so unoriginal that we use the exact same joke.
It's hilarious. That's why. Making fun of disabled people is great. The show taught me that.
Yeah. I mean, it works.
Um,
Chickens can't fly. Well, for extended periods
Yeah.
of time.
Chickens don't fly. Scootaloo doesn't fly. Let's make fun of her for her disability.
I know, isn't it?
Thank you, Hasbro, for confirming that it's okay.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have known it was okay if it wasn't for Hasbro. They're the real MVPs here.
But yeah, that episode wasn't really CMC focused. Like the CMC basically just kind of don't listen and fuck off.
If anything, it's
So-
just showing them being retards.
It's just showing them being children and not
Yeah, showing them
listening
being
to anyone.
children. Children. Not retards. But
Hearts and
one
Hooves
and the
Day.
same.
Hearts and Hooves Day was much better.
Yes,
where
it
they make
was.
Charlie and Big Mac fall in love and then they're like, ah, fuck. that was good.
It was a good one. I enjoyed that one, and it had the whole like Big Mac and Shirley ship thing. But I think they're really well as friends. Like I like thinking
Yeah.
of them as friends. It's
I think
Yeah.
they still are friends. Like I think they show it in the show that they're still friends.
yeah. And were they introduced in that episode, or were they friends before then?
Fucking
I
I think
think not.
I don't know. They might have known of each other, maybe they weren't like friends.
Oh yeah, Alka said when will Showstoppers?
Which one is Showstoppers?
That's the play one where Scootaloo wants to do
Oh,
the
we already
dancing
kind of talked.
and-
Yeah, so we already kind of talked about that
Yeah,
one
I
a
guess we
fair bit,
did
but,
kind
like,
of talk about it.
yeah, basically they're like, everyone wants to do something that isn't matching what they're good at, and they're like, I want to do that, I want to do that, and it's because they're being influenced by like outside sources. Because Rarity Sweetie Belle wants to be like Rarity with designing, even though she's not the best at it. She should do singing instead or whatever. Everyone wanted to do stuff that they weren't necessarily great at when they could have been doing things that they would have all been better with if they would have just done with what they wanted to do and what they're good at.
Like the card episode.
Yeah,
I
kind of
suppose
like
with
the
the
card
card
episode,
episode, they
except for the card episode is more the main six just being dumb.
yeah. Well,
To be
three of
fair,
them.
it was two of the main six I don't like being dumb, and then one of the ones that I find like middle, tier. So it's all right.
Rarity better be
Pinkie
the middle
Pie,
tier one.
Twilight, and Fluttershy, Fluttershy I don't really care for, but Pinkie Pie and Twilight not fucking up is always good.
Yes.
Yes.
Fluttershy's middle tier though. Come on.
Low tier, low middle maybe.
Above Applejack and
On a
Rainbow
good day.
Dash.
Let's talk about how everyone equal is.
How equal? Get out of your Starlight Glimmer. Yeah. There was also Ponyville Confidential, which came in at some point.
That one was kind of. Did they really think they were hurting people? Like, I wasn't sure if they carried on once they found out that they were hurting people.
They kind of went with it up until they realized that they were fucking up people, and it was like, oh, I'm doing it, and it's like, oh, but we need to get our cutie marks. We're so good at it, and then they're like, but we should probably stop. And they're like, yeah.
And again, it was Diamond Tiara's fault, really, wasn't it? Because they were doing good, but then like Diamond Tiara came in.
Diamond
Like,
Tiara's like, I demand pictures of Spider-Man. And they're like, well, look, we're trying,
yeah.
and yeah. So it was kind of like forced, but also like they could have just been like, yeah, no, we're done. Sorry, we don't like how you run this newspaper.
So it's just Diamond Tiara being a dick again.
Yeah, she's real good at that. She was like the main problem for them up until like they got their cutie marks, and then it's like, well,
Just Diamond
Mhm.
Tiara's not in the show anymore.
yeah, Diamond Tiara's now gone. Never have to look at her again. Quality. For all we know, she's getting like beat by her mom now for like disobeying.
Just beating the good out of her.
Yeah, but they can't show that in the show, so
Yeah, maybe that's why she's no longer in the show. Just
they killed her off.
yeah, she went home,
She
and then her mum was just like, "Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done
shouldn't
that."
have done that.
Just takes out the baseball bat and then what's the Bones pony's name again? Hith?
Which one?
The
Petunia or
Cutie mark.
something? I
Yeah,
forget what it
Petunia.
is.
That's it. Then they enlist Petunia's help and everything's fine.
Yep.
No more Diamond Tiara. No questions asked.
Yep. But yeah, no, that's about it. That
I
sums up
also
Diamond
skipped a
Tiara
few
plotline.
episodes. We were talking
We
about.
can also forget that Diamond Tiara does appear in the background in some future episodes, but
That's the Like,
It's a
does she
quote.
talk? She doesn't talk, does she?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
she's
so that's
Yeah,
just
so
like the
just
straw dummy. It's part of the whole
don't
like
think-
ruse. It's so no one asks questions. It's very well thought out. Like I gotta say, Petunia does a good job. If you ever need something done, just get her.
They actually did, like, they killed her, but then they just like stuffed the body and then just left it on the playground. Just left it there.
It's just lying on the floor, and then like they just come into school next day. Is Diamond Tiara still having a nap in the playground? Oh, Diamond Tiara. She's been so different ever since she's reformed. What a weird one that one is.
Silver Spoon goes out and plays with her, like just throws the ball at her and just like bounces off.
Just rolls back. Good throw, Diamond Tiara. I'm proud of you. And it just zooms in on her face with just lifeless eyes.
I think we got a little too dark.
Maybe, but
I have no words.
it's funny. Maybe, it's fine.
That's
Babsy.
funny. Yeah, Babsy. Also
Just
a
like
bully.
Diamond Tiara.
Just like Diamond Tiara. Killed, stuffed. She shows up one more time and says some things.
Yeah, and then she goes away and gets a cutie mark.
And
Which
that's
is-
about it.
Really
Let's see.
impressive. Like again, Petunia just reads through the diaries of the victims and can just like write letters as the victim. So when she sends it to friends and family, they think, "Oh, right, yeah, this is a letter from them." But no, it's just a great value for money. Great value for money.
Yeah, I think it's too bad that a lot of the CMC's people that they either work with or help, like, just kind of get written out of the show completely.
Yeah.
Like Troubleshoes, gone. Gabby, gone.
Tender
Babs,
taps.
gone. Tender Taps, gone. Diamond Tiara, gone.
Like, I get it in the sense that having new characters keeps things fresh. Like, we are never gonna see Hufar again. Like,
Well,
definitely
yeah, that's fine, but
100%.
it's like it feels like the CMC never work with any like characters who are always around.
Yeah. There are some that I would like to see again. Like, definitely
Okay,
Gabby,
sorry.
definitely
Bulk
Bubsy.
Biceps is in the show, so
Yeah, but
he's more or less he's irrelevant. But yeah, he
Yeah, I
kind of they
guess.
didn't do much with him either. To be fair,
He's just kind of like a
oh,
running gag, isn't he?
yeah, to be fair, Snips and Snails have also kind of died off as well. Like, where the hell are they? They had the one episode where like Snails was like catching buckball stuff,
Yeah.
and then that was it. Like, just
Yeah.
Snips and Snails are also fucking dead.
They helped Rarity with the memory orbs. We talked about it last time.
Okay, that you need to. You're getting into the wrong thing. Lots
um,
of characters just kind of like disappeared and nobody like remembers them. It's like yeah, but the CMC have like a lot of them.
yeah. Like I was saying, I get it because it keeps things fresh to have new characters, and then you have too many that if you just continue with all of them, you just can't because there's so many, or you'll just get like really trash writing. So
Yeah, it'd still be neat to see like the CMC like do a Discord episode or something.
yeah, yeah, just something with another one of their characters that isn't just them three. So
Good,
Discord,
like
Gabby,
bring in
Bubsy,
like
just
maybe like a cranky doodle. He could work. Bring in someone who is like still always around but just doesn't always have like a Zakora. Have a Zakora's CMC episode.
talk about what the fuck Zikora's cutie mark is, because I don't think anyone knows.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't have cutie mark. She's a
it's a
zebra.
sun.
She has something there.
Yeah,
She has it's a
she's
butler.
secretly Celestia.
She's actually Celestia in disguise.
Helping teach the friendship lessons. That's how you get Ponyville to stop being racist towards zebras. Just change
It
yourself into
was
a
a
change yourself
friendship
into
lesson all along.
Yeah, I mean, you wondered why we never saw any zebras. That's why.
one.
That's
She's
why
the only
they didn't.
one.
They don't actually exist.
Zebras, mythical creatures.
It was a friendship lesson trying to address racism really early on, but
Yes.
then they had to do it again with Naysay. And like, surprise,
Boom, racist. But
Celestia is actually Naysayer as well.
they've learnt by this point that racism is bad. So then they can challenge Naysay, and they're spreading the non-racist. That's actually a decent point. Like considering how much they hated zebras back in like season 1, they're doing very well with the multicultural school of friendship.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well now, considering they went from like afraid of anything to like just going out and being like, "Hey,
Oh, I guess they didn't care about griffins. They didn't care about Gabby, did they? Not Gabby, Gilda.
Gabby," and fucking like Gabby. Oh yeah, there aren't any zebras at the school. You know why there aren't any zebras at the school? Because there's literally only one
Yeah,
zebra.
they're mythical creatures. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast, Al.
I just said it.
Yeah. Jesus.
Hey guys, Flight to the Finish. That's an episode that I honestly forget about a lot.
It had a good song. The only thing I remember is the song, and they did some flag bearing competitions. And Scootaloo got scared because Diamond Tiara made fun of her not flying. So then she tried to change the show, but it was all about her. So the others got sad, and then they put it back to the original thing, and then they won it anyway. So it turns out I do actually remember a decent amount of that episode.
All I remember is basically Scootaloo admits she has a disability and gets made fun of.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and it's like, oh, I need to do things so I don't get made fun of because I can't fly, but then they just make it so, like, they can use your scooter. You're not a real Pegasus. Fuck you, I got a scooter.
She can hella scoot.
She can Scootaloo.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone else do that. What she does.
It's the only scooter.
And she's made it with
Maybe
her
she just buys
mechanical
off
skills.
all the scooters.
She actually owns all of the scooters in
Yeah.
Equestria. Although I think Pip had one as well. So, Pipsqueak. I think he had a scooter as well.
Maybe?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Don't remember that.
I think like Scootaloo helped fix his scooter.
Scoot becomes a SoundCloud rapper when Pinkie Pie's already got the rights on that one. I'm sorry, man.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, Flight to the Finish. Whatever. Twilight Time. That's a good episode.
That is a good episode. That's the one where they there you go. Where they flaunt spending time with Twilight to become more popular.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we're spending time with Twilight, and she's teaching us all these fun things like how to use magic and make potions and how to try to fly.
Is that what
And
she teaches Scootaloo? Like, what's her lessons with Scootaloo? Sorry.
yeah, I don't remember. Scootaloo is kind of like just write her off.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just
it was
does.
magic and potions, and I don't remember Scoot.
Yeah, magic potions and Scootaloo is how to fix things. There you go.
Oh, really? So she was actually trying to teach Scootaloo to be engineer.
Engineer.
That's cool. I
You're
like
right,
that.
Not create things, fix things. It's a mechanic. Come on.
Mechanic. Okay, yeah. Teaching
Engineer
Scootaloo
is
to
there's
be
no
a mechanic.
creating or designing. It's just fixing.
It's the first step in creating. She's gonna own Equestria's largest scooter emporium. Just you watch.
Did you say that fixing things is the first step in creating?
No, learning how to create.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying fixing things is the first step in creating.
Hey guys, I fixed my TV. Look what I made.
Look what I've created. I replaced this on my TV. I have created this.
Yes.
But yeah,
I
Twilight
made
Time
it.
was it had a good lesson. It's like, look, you appreciate the time, but then you're like using Twilight to like boost social standing, and there's a lot of awkward scenes where like a bunch of kids are watching her eat.
And she eats the hay burger really funnily, and you get that like good gif that like has been spammed in the fandom for the past 4 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
It doesn't. They haven't really done much with Twilight since then, though, have they? Like, it hasn't really focused on it a lot.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean by the CMC never focusing with like main characters. Like even Surf and Turf, they worked with these people who they're never gonna see again.
They just solve the friendship problem, and then boom, done. Just
CMC are only really in episodes with characters that do not recur really.
yeah.
I mean,
Most
the
of the
episode
time.
with Cutie Camp is kind of.
Cutie Camp kind of, but even then Rumble probably never gonna show up again. He might be back in the background a little bit, but like he'll never have another role in the show more than likely.
I forgot whose brother he was.
Underline.
Thunderline, yeah, that one.
Which one's that? Is that a black
He's
dude
the
with like the
one.
science like
I believe so.
mane?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the black one with the like
And he
silver.
has lightning for his Cutie Mark.
Mm-hmm.
God, they all do, don't they?
Yeah, they all have lightning cutie marks because flying, weather, lightning, clouds, lightning, wind,
Speed.
Lightning, rainbow,
speed,
lightning.
fast, blue fast, rainbow dash.
This one
You
is
just sound like
black
you're going
star.
on some like weird ass rant, Spoon.
I had to connect it to rainbow dash because fast, blue, lightning.
Lightning always goes back to Rainbow Dash at the end of the day.
That's like a really shitty fanfic idea, and I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, neither do I, to be
Um,
honest.
Talking about characters that never recur, another episode they have is Appaloosa's Most Wanted, where the Trouble Shoes is never going to show up again, hopefully, because he's just scary.
He was a weird
I
one.
don't know. I like him.
I did
liked
like
him
him.
as a character, but he was like really weird.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, bulk biceps is also kind of weird, but
Yeah,
fun.
it's just like concerning on like how this man was like living out in like the wilderness. Just, yep, I want to be a rodeo clown.
Well, he wanted to be in the rodeo, didn't he? So yeah, it was a nice one. I liked how like flawed the equestrian justice system was. That was a good one.
What you mean in Appaloosa?
Yeah.
It's Appaloosa. Come on,
Yeah, fair enough. They're more racist than here.
they're more racist against tall horses.
Yeah. Hey, you don't look like the rest of us. Get on out of here.
You ruin everything. Get out of here.
yeah, at least not casting out all those filthy earth ponies.
They're all earth ponies. That's why. They yell at the unicorns when they show up. Them damn city slickers, get out of here.
You do kind of like I didn't feel like his problem got solved. I want to be in the rodeo. Hey,
And now
what if
you're a
you just
rodeo clown.
yeah, what if you just go in and get laughed at? Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's
Like,
great.
that's
I love that.
That's what I wanted all along. It wasn't. It's not good.
He kind of like he doesn't mind. Yeah, some people like that where they just make other people laugh. It's good enough.
I guess.
I mean, as long as he's happy.
As long as he's happy, that's all that matters.
They were very brave in that episode, though, weren't they? Why did they go and see? Like, why did they even go to see Troubleshoes? Like in the first place? Because they thought that he was like? Why did they think that he wasn't a villain?
I don't know.
I think they didn't go for him. I don't remember.
Or they
Nobody
just
knows.
sort of like
No, I
ran
don't
into him.
remember.
Did they just get
Yeah, I
lost
think they
and
just
then they ran into
yeah
him?
they get lost
and
and then they get just like they drop down the cliff and end up in his house.
oh,
Surprise!
and then he's nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
it turns out he's actually nice.
So it wasn't really anything on them. Like anyone could have just fallen down the cliff, been completely helpless, and then realised that he was nice.
I suppose, yeah. I don't.
Yeah, but they
I
realized that what his purpose is. That's what kind of was leading up to the
Yeah,
episode
leading up to
about their
their
cutie marks.
yeah, leading up to their abilities. It's like, look, we helped,
People
and then
realised
Crusaders
on
of
a
the
peak.
Lost Mark comes up, and it's like, look, we helped Diamond Tiara figure out what her cutie mark is, and also to not have to deal with her high expectation mother.
I have to say, I really liked that whole thing. Like, they were called the Cutie Mark Crusaders because they were finding their cutie marks, and then they're like, the name still carries on. Like, they don't have to change anything, even though they've got their cutie marks. It's such a big change, but nothing really changed. Just finding other people's cutie marks. It's the
Yeah,
exact
just
same
finding other
thing,
people.
but even though something so big has changed, they can still do the same thing for everyone else. I thought that was really well done. I don't think I said that yet.
I will say that I agree. I know that I've talked to some people who say that they liked it better when the Cutie Mark Crusaders did not have their cutie marks
I
because
liked Twilight before she had wings.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
there's always people like that.
Because she was a unicorn
Yeah,
and
get
now
out of
she's
here, racist.
alicorn.
Alicorns are just improved unicorns.
No, they're not. They're
Changed my mind.
worsened unicorns.
So,
Polluted by those wings.
eluded.
This is. All right, we don't need to hear your racist rants. Come on.
You called for it yourself.
You called for it.
Crusaders of the Lost Mark.
Also,
So
the
we
name
already,
of that episode's
like,
really good.
Talked about that. Yeah, again, they're still
job,
going
NG.
good with the episode names. But yeah, we did already talk about this. So
Yeah.
anything else?
We
Got
kinda-
anything they
kinda
want to say?
already-
Bunker.
I got none. I think. Yeah, Bunker. You got anything you want to talk about? Oh wait.
Oh. I think I
Um,
can't do a bunker accent. I don't know how to do an Alaskan accent.
A Bunker accent. Hang on, guys. Let me get my Bunker accent.
Yeah, if anyone in chat does a really good Alaskan accent, just unmute you and you can be bunker for the rest of it.
Just unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
just
give you full permission to unmute yourself.
unmute yourself and start talking, and yeah, you can be a secondary podcast guest. Lovely.
Yeah,
But
it seems like no one has it.
Hmm?
See, no one unmuted himself, so seems like no one has it.
yeah, I guess no one really wants to.
Hey guys, there's On Your Marks, which we talked about with Tender Taps, but it was a irrelevant episode except for Applebloom going insane.
I still don't really
mean-
remember that episode. Can someone fill me in?
Applebloom, this is the one after like Crusaders of the Lost Mark where they get their cutie marks. They're just sitting around. They're like, well, now what?
Oh, is
And
that's the
then,
one? I thought it was.
Yeah,
Oh, is that the same one where she helps Tender Taps?
yeah.
Yeah.
It starts off with, well, what do we do now? And then Applebloom's going like fucking insane because she's like, I don't know what to do.
I did not realize they were the same episode. I completely thought they were two different episodes. They managed to fit a lot in one episode, didn't they?
Yeah, they did pretty good with that one.
All
So,
right,
yeah,
damn.
On Your Marks, pretty good.
I
Yeah.
feel that's more like Applebloom episode, not CMC.
Yeah, it has the CMC in it though, and like the CMC kind of help. Like for the first half, I'd say it's CMC, and then it kind of goes to like more Applebloom when it's helping with the
Yeah, I guess.
Tender Taps. They did like a nice 50-50 with that episode.
All right, but now a very good one, but a fault in our cutie marks with Gabby having a griffin.
Oh, you mean Pinkie Pie as a griffin?
Yeah, I mean you got Pinkie Pie as a sea pony / hippogriff, and then you got Pinkie Pie as a sea pony / hippogriff.
Good luck finding Pinkie Pie's dragon.
There is there a dragon Pinkie Pie? There should be a dragon Pinkie
No.
Pie.
There isn't, no.
So we need a
Dragons
dragon.
There's
don't have
Derpy
like that.
Pinkie Pie, I guess, but not dragon. I mean, not There's Derpy Dragon, I mean, but not.
Oh, the one that like looks like the crappy costume they made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a that was a weird one. It was a good joke, but it was a weird one.
So yeah, the Fault in Our Cutie Marks. Gabby got she was nice compared to other Griffins, and everyone's like, yeah, that's weird, and she just wants to help and get a cutie mark
It was very strange. Like I didn't. Why did she want a cutie mark again?
because she wasn't like the other Griffins, so she figured that she may as well
be a
yeah,
pony.
may as well be a pony, get a cutie mark, and yeah, help people.
It's
And say,
kind
I
of
want a
sweet.
cutie mark. And they tried getting her a cutie mark, and it turns out that she's just really good at helping other people as well.
Oh, and then they made her just
And then they made her a CMC member, and then they also gave her like a fake cutie mark thing.
yeah.
I think she drew it herself to like
Yeah, that's it.
convince CMC they were successful.
Because they were really sad that they weren't being successful, so yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that one. And then they're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, oh my god, and then like washed off, and they're like, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah, it's like, well, she just can't get one. But despite not being able to get a cutie mark, you're still able to help other people. Good job.
Well
Just
They'll
done.
never
because you
see you
don't get a
again.
butt tattoo, you're able to do things still.
And then they handed her over to Petunia,
Yep.
and
Um,
yeah, you didn't even see her in the Griffin Isle episode with Rainbow Dash. So they I'm telling you, man, Petunia does a real good job.
does a real good job at removing characters from the show,
hmm Every
especially
character,
CMC
We
ones.
yeah.
we saw her stuff the thing in the like recent episode in season 8 where how the Griffin student name was again?
What do you mean?
Like uh, the Griffin student in the friendship school. What was his name? I don't remember.
Gallus.
Yeah, so when he was talking about like his like how the Griffins don't have any holidays, we saw Gabby there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Also,
flashback though. Like this was before she got like.
well, yeah, but I
Oh yeah,
think
apparently.
like it was also said that the Griffin episode with RD was before the Gabby episode, which I think is also correct.
Yeah.
I don't think Gabby existed at that time.
Um. Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry,
Um.
you tried
She was nice though.
nothing.
No,
Okay.
I realized
I was waiting for a
I was
response.
I was about to talk about the students, and I was just like, no, wait, yeah, no, that's not a. The students aren't Cutie Mark Crusaders,
Nope, they're not.
but they're good. They're
That
good.
being said, Gabby is, and so is Babseed, and also Discord is an honorary one. So,
Yeah, but they're dead.
yep. Next
Except
CMC
Discord.
episode. Um, what is the next one? I think it's hard to say anything.
Where they help Big Mac get the fuck.
Yep, that's exactly what the notes say. They help Big Mac get the fuck because of Justin Bieber horse hitting on his love,
Waifu.
his waifu,
Yeah.
Sugar Belle.
Sugar Belle. Amazing song. It was terrible.
Yeah. Also, it kind of ruined everybody who was like, Cheryl and Big Mac should get together. Nope. Surprise.
What
Big
about
Mac
Milestone?
and Marble Pie should be
Marvel,
incestuous. Then
no,
Oh
nope.
wait, Marble.
take
Sorry.
that one away as well because, yeah, we don't need that in the show.
It's fine. They might not even be related, and if they are, it's
That's
so distant.
we don't need to encourage that behavior. Sugar Belle is way better indeed.
Yeah, I prefer their relationship than any other ones. I definitely think Shirley and Big Mac are better as friends. So Cutie Mark Crusaders did a good job there. I'm proud of them.
They helped Big Mac
Even
get
though
the
they tried
fuck.
to like
Good job.
force. Maybe they just try and force Big Mac with everyone until it just fits. That's just what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Mac now has the canon relationship with Sugar Belle, and it's good.
It is good.
I
And
mean, brute force sometimes work.
brute force sometimes work. Yeah, it's just trial and error. It's like Shirley, nope. Like maybe like a couple of others off screen, just like, hey, Big Mac, let's set you up on this date. Nope. And then finally it works with Then again, Big Mac already had a crush on Sugar Belle, and then they were just like, yeah, you should probably do something. And then they did for Big Mac, and he kind of
And
did it
then
on
they
his
did.
own. So really, they
Yeah,
didn't do anything.
They just encouraged him with bad advice.
Yeah, and they did the
If
hair flick
anything,
at the end. Does anyone have the
Yeah.
gif of that hair flick with the Cutie Mark Crusaders and the
I
beat
do,
pony? All right.
because I linked it to you.
Yes, I know you're the one that sent me. I wasn't sure if you had it on hand anymore.
Hey, there's actually a few more Cutie. There's been quite a few Cutie Mark Crusader episodes.
There really has been, isn't there?
There's been quite a few. When compared to like each individual other characters stuff. Quite
Well,
a
I'm
few.
glad. It's a good thing. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are a fantastic addition to the show.
Yes. There is a Marks and Recreation, which is from last season, I think.
Oh, thank you. That's a good gif.
But yeah, that's the one where Rumble is just being a little
A
shit.
little shit, yeah. He's
This episode also touches like a debated topic about like, does Cutie Mark define you or not?
It doesn't. Surprise.
Yeah.
You can still do things that you enjoy or whatever you want.
I mean, they kind of did that
even when
before,
you
didn't
have your
they?
Cutie
Like
Mark.
when they
The
went
tri-
Well, with the
Your friend, Magical Mystery Cure.
with the
that's a season finale, is it?
no, I mean
yeah,
with
technically,
the Tender Taps one. Like you can still do other things you're not that great at and have fun.
yeah.
Even
And they
if
also
it's not your
did it
talent.
again when Applebloom was freaking the fuck out about like she's the dreaming one with Luna, where Applebloom's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what if my talent means I can't do all these other things?" And Luna's like, "It's cool, chill."
That was that one with the Twiddimites.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. There's been a few times where basically they tell you now, it like you can have a Cutie Mark and still do other things. It's okay. It does not define your life.
I guess that's still sort of the same thing. Like I guess like even if you have a job with something you're decent at, you're allowed to have hobbies. It's pretty much
Yeah.
just the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It's what they're trying to say. Is like, yeah, you can be really good at something, but you can still do other shit as well.
Yeah.
You can be the world's best artist, but you're not going to just draw 24/7 every day.
Well, you better do, because you know we need some more
You-
fucking fandom content, mate.
No,
Yeah,
don't.
like Trixie Art.
No,
Who far art?
stop trying. No, NG, stop.
Lyra art?
No,
Yeah, art.
No.
Cutie Belle Art.
Sweetie Belle, sweaty ball art.
I don't
Surf
wanna-
and turf, guys.
Surf and Turf was an amazing episode. It had hippogriffs, which are amazing creatures, and I think that they're a fantastic addition to the show. And I'm glad they're like a permanent feature now. It had a really good song in it, in which Sweetie Belle was like completely correct, and Scootaloo was just disabled, and it was kind of sad. And she tried to play
I
on the
agree.
fact she was disabled to try and convince this poor hippogriff that he should go and live under this, like pretend that he's under the Storm King's wrath rather than thriving on the surface. It's yeah, basically it's just an episode about how great Sweetie Belle is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, sure. That's what I got out of it.
Also, I don't know
I agree.
I don't know how I don't know if this makes sense, but harmonizing heights and like the whole hippogriff city it looks like somewhere like from an MMO or something, like a hub world that you could just go and visit. Like I get those vibes from the place, you know, like very fantasy, open world
Very fantasy, yes.
area.
It was supposed to look really cool. I mean, Sequester also looks pretty cool as well.
Not as cool as
They-
harmonizing heights.
They did good jobs with designing both of them. Meanwhile, NG sitting over here just still having that residual Rainbow Dash fan inside of him, which is saying, "Yeah, but you can fly."
No, it just looks way better in harmonizing heights. It's another
Here's a
little
friend
thing.
who love it.
When Sweetie Belle sees the harmonizing heights, you know, she like runs off at the fucking like speed of sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her horn glows as she does it, which means she's actually using magic to run really quickly. So she's advancing like her magical studies to like get spells that aren't just levitation, which I thought
I
was
don't
like,
know if that's. I'm not going to confirm that one because that just sounds like your own little fan theory going on there.
But her horn does glow as she runs. Like it just turns on, and then she starts running
Animation
really fast.
error.
It could be,
Oh, I want to. Yeah,
but like I'm just
I
saying.
like that.
My theory is better than just animation.
Your theory is that she has somehow given herself magic that we've never seen before to run faster.
No, I'm just saying she's learning things.
Poor Scootaloo. Even
Yeah.
Sweetie can run fast now.
Yes. Who needs to scoot when you can go fast? Oh my god. She's becoming Rainbow Dash.
Exactly.
This is this isn't good news.
All characters become Rainbow Dash at the end because that's what everyone wants.
Rainbow Dash is just the end of the character life cycle.
The character life cycle of everyone is Rainbow Dash,
That's how
and then
the
they have to
show
cancel
ends.
the show.
Oh no! Everyone just turns into Rainbow Dash for the season 9 finale. That is
Good. You want to imagine having like 6 Rainbow Dashes try to solve a problem?
it's yeah. I'm glad Pinkie Pie's the one that found the mirror pool.
Yeah, can you imagine having like just find that many Rainbow Dashes?
Just like 100 Rainbow Dashes flying around Ponyville. That sounds like actual hell.
They would compete each other.
Oh, so they'll just kill each other off.
Not kill, but I
Embarrass
don't know.
each other off.
No, they'll just fly away because they want to see who is faster.
Yeah, alright. So, but then Rainbow Dash just plagues the rest of Equestria and beyond. The movie would just be like just finding random Rainbow Dash colonies around the place. It's just like, oh my god, it's Klugetown, and then just like 30 Rainbow Dashes fly out.
Constant sonic rain booms going off, alerting the enemy of their position.
Yeah, oh no. No, if all the Sonic Rainbows were going off, then they don't know which one to follow. It's the real plan.
It's the real power play.
Yes. I forgot
Yeah.
where we even were before I like deviated us so far
Oh, we're
off
talking
the
about
topic.
Surf and Turf and how yeah, Sweetie Belle ran fast in your mind.
Oh yeah, that deviated quickly. I'm proud of myself there. That is,
You did good.
yeah, yeah, I did.
Hey, marks for the effort is like the last Cutie Mark Crusader episode.
I thought you were giving me marks for effort for being so, like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's
No,
fine.
you don't get marks for effort. That was we already talked about that one.
I thought I was, getting the approval that I've always craved, but it's fine.
No, you don't give you approval.
Marks for effort. I scarcely even remember this one because I know all the. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So they help Cozy Glow after she got rejected from Twilight School, and then Cozy Glow is just like, "Hey guys, you want to get into school? Let me fail on purpose." And then we get the IC sip thing, and then that made it a good episode.
I mean, weren't they trying to get into school because like they didn't like their normal school?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, I have an idea. If we show that we're not friends, then we can get into the school because obviously we wouldn't understand friendship." But that didn't work because they're really bad at acting.
Yeah, it was fun. Like they were making them believe them, and it's just like, "Oh yeah, good job, people. Oh yeah, nice. You're so good at this, Applebloom. I didn't know you could act so well." And then it was so stupid, but so
Yeah.
them, I guess.
Yeah, and then they try to help Cozy Glow, but then like Cozy Glow fucks up on purpose to try and make it look like, oh look, they purposely sabotaged him, but it wasn't actually what happened. And then Cozy Glow's like, no, I didn't mean it. And then they become tutors for the school.
Was Cozy Glow already in the school?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
oh, okay, so she was already in at that point.
How
She
did I
just
think
wanted-
of it? Cozy Glow is a character we see again after the CMC episode. She's
Yeah.
the only one who survived.
She was too powerful for.
You're not supposed to spoil anything. Come on,
I'm not.
no spoilers.
I'm not spoiling anything.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. What in that Rarity voice in the
You're supposed to say that Cozy Glow never shows up again.
Cozy Glow never.
She
Yeah,
was-
she dies.
She was written out of the show as well, just like all the other ones. Got stuffed, put away. Don't worry about it.
I mean, which one does she?
The Friendship University. She appears at the beginning and at the very end.
Oh yeah, I realized I was talking about episode 22. So yeah, that would be spoilers. My bad. But I'm glad you. Yeah, Friendship University, that one.
Yeah, Friendship University. Yeah, she shows up for that, but then yeah, they're gone. So, there you go.
Yes. I don't remember her appearing in that one. I have to say. Did she even
Were
say
you guys
anything?
talking about something else? Yeah, she had some lines, both at the beginning and the very end.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
talking about one of the early Ed episodes.
Yeah, he was talking about different episodes that the fan fiction, really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was talking about some fan fiction I read. It was good fan fiction though. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't remember. Cozy glowing. It's fine. She appeared again, according to Hith, and did things. She didn't die.
And then she did die, and will never come back.
Yes.
And that's all there is to say about that.
Petunia always succeeds in the end.
That's what we've learned. Petunia is the true threat to Equestria.
Season 9, it's just gonna
I
be
mean,
Petunia just killing people off screen.
people always wanted like a non-unicorn villain, so I guess that works.
Well, Petunia.
Yeah.
I guess
She's
it
in
works.
it. Funny.
Yeah,
you go.
because like you gotta be a mud pony to like be able to bury people efficiently.
Yep.
Yeah,
Your
she's
digging
literally
skill.
the mud pony.
I would pay to see that. Just an episode about
Digging holes.
Petunia's activities off screen and how they deal with that. I mean, maybe they just so those to sit like hey, like wasn't Ponyville bigger before? Like, didn't it have more people? And it just zooms out and they're the only 6 left in.
What
in
happened?
the place. Yeah. Where did our waiter go? Oh no.
That's how they control overpopulation.
Petunia.
Petunia.
Yeah.
What a good character. That's how they always make sure they have enough apples to go around. Because like
Yep.
she harvests them all in one go, and then they somehow last a year without like rotting or anything. How
Well,
do
I
they?
think that's really all there is to say about the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I think we did it.
One final thing that I want to say before we head out is their secondary talents are barely touched upon, really. Like Scootaloo loses a wing, which I guess sort of represents the flapping, like when she scoots. It's like saying she's a
When
really
she
good
scoots.
scooter, which I guess they did touch on about in the washouts actually. Finally, because like that was her trick for the show.
Yes.
Sweetie Belle's is a no, implying that she's really good at singing / music, which they don't really do. Like, yeah, she sings songs, so do the rest of them. Like, nothing happens. Yeah, I think she has the best singing voice of the 3, but again, nothing really happens with it. It's never focused on. And Applebloom's is just an apple, which,
She is a small applejack, is what it means.
yeah, which again, they don't really do much about it. So,
Yep.
it's something that could be dealt with more. Like, yeah, they're the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They help find people's cutie marks, but you know, they have their secondary things as well, which they just never talked about. They never even mentioned it. It just they do things related to it every now and again.
It's
just
just saying
there.
like their secondary talent that they are good at doing for a hobby.
It's just for the sake of A, them having different cutie marks, and B, Applebloom actually having an apple somewhere.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all it's there for. There you go.
And that's it. Is that our podcast closing remark?
Yep. You want to sum it up?
All right. So Hithroc, we're doing a fancy new thing, where we get one of our guests to summarize the podcast in a sentence or less. It can be whatever you want. It can be related. It doesn't have to be related. It could be completely stupid. So, without further ado,
I'll say something about Trixie.
so yeah, with that, Bunker, how would you sum up the podcast in a sentence or less?
Damn,
Right.
that was pretty good.
Yeah,
That's deep.
that
Like
was.
that's somber level deep.
Yeah, I'd have to sleep on that one. I had to think about that one. If that did leave me took
It
me
left
back
you.
a bit. Took me back a bit. I wasn't expecting it. That's probably one of the best ones you've had, though. I got to say that.
NG, calm down, please.
Hith, would you like to summarize the podcast in a sentence or less?
Okay, so Sweetie Belle is unquestionably the best MC. It's like decided by us.
Okay,
I
that's
mean, it's
yeah, that's
it's unopposed. That's
That's actually fair enough. That's actually a decent summary of the podcast without being retarded, irrelevant, or something Crafty said.
Something Crafty said. Also, during the weird silence, you can just like edit in bunkers, like quote, just edit in little splices.
I'll just ask you to send me an MP3 of summarizing the podcast.
Yeah, and then you can splice it in and be like, yep, this is what he said during
And I'll
that
make
little...
sure it's like either like bass boosted or got really high gain or just really loud compared to the rest of the podcast, just so that it just feels even more out of place. That is it for today, though. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who's been listening. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.